This is Pokemon Black. It came out about 10 years ago now, in March. And basically to get started, I'm actually going to need to restart the game to set up an RNG manipulation. We'll be good to start time in about 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright. So yeah, the RNG in this game is a little bit funky with how it works. So it depends on the date and time that you start the game on and open the game. So in order to manipulate a runnable Snivy for this, which is the starter Pokemon we'll be choosing here, we have to open the game and hold a certain amount of keys at that date and time. So my Snivy has perfect attack with a plus attack nature. And so it'll just allow me to get through the game, or how long I need it, pretty quickly. And we just name ourselves one character. I'm sure you've seen this in pretty much any Pokemon game. That is the right timer pointing, by the way, so we are good to go. We did get the manipulation here. And we are essentially just going to plow through the game with Snivy, then catch something else and plow through the game with that. One thing you'll notice is we start in winter, and that there's a very specific reason that we do start the game during winter. You'll end up seeing that becomes relevant in about probably an hour or two, probably closer to 2, but nonetheless, you'll see why we set that. So these are our friends, Sharon and Bianca. They pretty much serve as polar opposites of each other, and oh, I think I might know. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to fix my audio. There we go. I think we're good now, actually. I should be able to hear everything. I forgot to set my text speed, and which also means battle animations will be on for this fight. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix that as soon as I can. Messing with my audio. I was having some audio issues earlier. We should be fine now, though. So that's nice. We choose Snivy just because it's the least problematic to go up against, and we're not going to use it long enough for it to really ever matter. You used to choose Tepig and just run through the game with that. We don't do that anymore. And you'll see why and what we use in replacement in probably 10 minutes. So, this is the first rival fight. They are really easy to deal with. Unfortunately, animations are on, so it'll feel a little bit more annoying to deal with. But we literally just spam tackle against Oshawott. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit annoying. Luckily, tackle's not that bad of an animation to have to deal with. If we were dealing with something like Flamethrower, which has a multiple second animation, it'd be quite a bit more frustrating. But we just 3-shot Oshawott here, and it's not really problematic at all. Same thing's going to happen here with Tepig against Sharon. So, Bianca kind of destroyed the room. That's basically her personality. She is very laid back, and I don't think she pays much attention to what she's doing. And you can tell by the way Sharon's talking that they're polar opposites in terms of Sharon's a little more what's the word? Probably more confident, and Sharon focuses a lot more on pure strength than Bianca does. Doesn't matter. They both lose to us just as easily. Neither of them are very good. This is probably one of the easier Pokemon games in terms of speedrunning, with the exception of a few gyms. Which would be the second gym, which is really, really frustrating. So we have to use Leer here because it's like 20% to 3-shot Tepig without it. Or 4-shot Tepig, sorry. I don't actually remember which one it is. But I do know that it is just better to to Leer the Tepig here. Oops, my headphone just fell out. So yeah, down goes Tepig, and I need to remember to set my settings now. You'll see here we'll have 13 attack, which we do, because that's the plus attack nature, and perfect attack IV, and 23 health. So, coming up here, we're gonna try to do... Oops, I'm used to it being in... Wow, oh my god. This is not a good start. I apologize. Yeah, messing with my audio kinda kind of screwed that up a little bit. They'll just apologize to our parents for... apparently Sharon needs to apologize for Bianca's damage because of Bianca's incompetence. But our mom will talk to us and give us a few things here. I think it's pretty much just the cross transceiver. The cross transceiver's annoying. If you don't know how the cross transceiver works, it advances RNG a lot faster than the Overworld does, so unless you mash perfectly through cross transceiver cutscenes, you will not be able to stay on a same RNG path. Luckily, there are no calls until we're done all our manips. So I'm going to do a very specific movement here for hopefully to get the encounter list through here. And if I get encounter list, I'll just be able to, as it says, walk to the next route, which will save probably 10 plus seconds over getting an encounter. Because I do need to nickname my Snivy, unfortunately, for this encounter list. So I think it's right there I turn. I think you can get away with being one tile late on the encounter list movement, which, on this seed, which is nice because I'm not good at precise movement. Which is why I'll probably choke the Lillipup nip here once or twice. Which would be quite bad. We just got a nickname Snivy here, so I'm just gonna nickname it one. Oh my god, that might still work. Apparently I didn't get much time to practice, unfortunately, for this because of my school schedule. But this isn't, I should be fine if I just get my head back into the zone. I think a little bit of this is nerves, so I apologize for what's going on here. But I will try my best to be a little bit less awful now.
Can I just say that you're doing fantastic? You're doing really, really good. We're all here supporting you.
Yeah, the audio's a lot better now. It was the fact that my headphones weren't fully plugged in.
Ah, okay, good. As long as you can hear me, that's what matters.
We're perfect now. Yep, thank you.
Excellent, good stuff.
Yeah, so hopefully the fact that I went into the nicknaming menu anyway will advance the RNG, because the way, for some reason, when you nickname a Pokemon, it advances RNG one, it's called Pit RNG frame, which is... Gen 5 RNG is complex. It would take me way more time than I have to idle here. Looks like we're still on the path, but it would take me way more time than I have here to explain everything about the RNG, and I don't even fully understand everything about the RNG, so I could pretend I do, but really that wouldn't help you all at all. We'll get a good indicator if we're still on the RNG here as well, because I believe Minchino's female here, if we're on the correct path. Yeah, alright. I think that's how that works. I really don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you, because I saw someone talking about that once. I just go based off what I've heard. I'm sure you guys can relate to that when you just repeat something. This is a catching tutorial, so it's not a bad time if we've got a donation to read. We're not sure if we do here.
Yes, okay. I can just say a few words, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It would remember that we are watching United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. We're normally a 2-day speedrunning marathon held 4 times a year in Glasgow, Scotland. But due to the situation with COVID-19, we're bringing you 3 days of exciting speedruns from the comfort of our own homes to yours. And we are raising money to support Crisis, who are a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training and support with housing, employment and health. 100% of your donations will be supporting Crisis. So if you can, every little donation is really appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you get some donations in. Looks like, yeah, we've got the encounter list all the way through. As long as I get through this patch of grass. Yes, we did, and that's nice. Generally, there's some pretty good tell, because the NPCs will move the exact same way as, or the exact same way every single time, as long as you're on the same RNG seed and the same movement path. So, luckily we did get through that. We compare our Pokemon with Sharon and Bianca, and because we intentionally made sure we didn't have to catch anything here, they're not particularly impressed. So, Professor Juniper is pretty much just going to show us the basics of a Pokemon trainer. If you don't know by now, then this is a good chance to understand. So the Pokemon Center will teach you how to heal your Pokemon. Oh yes, let's go. We actually talked to the Nurse Joy without talking to Juniper. I'm notoriously bad at that. I normally mash through and double talk to Juniper because it doesn't auto heal you, or it doesn't auto, like, you have to turn. So you gotta turn quickly without accidentally talking to Professor Juniper. I'm probably going to do it here on Bianca because I didn't on Professor Juniper. Because there's another chance we have to turn here. Because she's just going to show us that we can buy items. When I first played Pokemon White 2, which is my first game, I did not know how to buy items. I did not talk to this guy. I just stood here and thought they'd automatically let me shop. Oops, yeah, I did it. Look, let's go. I knew I'd do it, so it's nice. About 5 potions. If all goes well in this fight, I won't need to use one of those potions here. But if not, I will potion just because the Lillipup Banip can kill you. Because there's no known YOLO ball, I don't believe, for to guarantee a catch on Pokemon because of the weird way Battle RNG advances. Ghetsis is, I'm sure you guys can tell by the fact that he has a bunch of henchmen behind him, and that he is dressed very creepily, that he is in no way, shape, or form the evil boss of this game, and he is just some normal, average guy who is just chilling, and that anybody who comes and talks to us right after this is definitely in no way associated with Ghetsis or his association. He pretty much spoke to us about how Pokemon should be liberated, which at its core isn't a terrible concept. They just execute it horribly. So, yeah, this guy talks really quickly. I've got to mash through this. And yeah, Sharon points that out. This guy is in no way, shape, or form associated with Team Plasma, which, judging by team, definitely does not suggest anything sketchy going on in the background. And she's got a Purloin, which luckily we can deal with no real issues here. We should be able to get away with just leering and spamming tackle. In theory, this fight could go really poorly, so that's why I will potion if I need to. But if I don't, I'd much rather not, because it just saves time.
I've got to say that Purloin is absolutely brilliant. I love the Pokemon designs in this game. What's your favourite Pokemon in this generation?
I'd have to say probably just the Oshawott line. For some reason, I felt very attached to Oshawott and its line. I'm a pretty big fan of Scraggy as well, and Lillipup, because it looks a little bit like my dog. My dog's like also very, I guess has whitish fur, so pretty close. Yeah, Purloin's a nice design though, for sure. A lot of people, this is very opinion-based, a lot of people don't like Generations 5 designs. Personally, I don't see much wrong with them. There'll always be bad apples in a group of... Like, it's impossible for every Pokemon to be flawless. But I feel like Garbodor and, like, Vanillish and stuff are used as an example, and people ignore the fact that things like Haxorus and Hydreigon exist, which are really cool Pokemon. Luckily, we'll get to see both of those later in this run. It's not really a spoiler, it's very late in the run. So, yeah, here's the second RNG manipulation of this run. I can't promise I'll get it first try. I probably should heal. I didn't, so be ready for me to die to Pup after getting the manipulation, honestly. That's generally how this goes. You either don't first try manip, or you die. So, Pup here, oh, I don't... Yeah, that is the right thing. Okay, I didn't know if I opened the right game for a second. I'm running on emulator, so I've got shortcuts that open the game on a given date and time. Emulator is its own category, so this is permitted, obviously. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. Because I just don't have a DS capture card, and they're very expensive. So...
Is this the most difficult manip?
Well, I mean, I just got it, so...
Oh, fantastic! Well done!
Yeah, we're gonna throw a Pokeball here and just hope it gets in. We're at 10 health, so I might need to do the manip a second time if I don't get lucky here. Because Lillipup's very likely to kill you. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, if it just leers us and then spams a bunch of leers or odor sleuths, so that's 2 out of 3 of its moves will be perfectly fine with it using. The other one is the issue. Ooh. Okay, nice. Okay. So, the person who found the RNG manipulation for the emulator I'm using is named The Cram, so I checked with the people who host this marathon, and they confirmed that I could, in fact, name Lillipup Cram. Thank you very much, Cram. So...
Lillipup is lovely as well.
Right,
I just love the designs.
Yeah, so... I'm trying to do encounterless now. Right now I'm on the path, because there's an encounterless past Lillipup. So I need to focus a little bit on my movement. If I lose it, it isn't the end of the world, but if I get it, it's really nice, because I don't even get encounterless in all my normal runs. So it'd definitely be really nice. We can get away with just spamming tackle on... Oh, Max Roll's actually two-shot this thing, so we might two-shot it. Oh, that's really nice. We got a crit there. But we still two-shot it, and that's not particularly common, so... We take that. I might need to heal in the next fight because it did crit me, but I am on encounterless right now. We might need to heal. Nice, okay. Wow, this is going a lot better than I anticipated. Cool. We got both encounterless, which I don't even get consistently. And we got a first try Lillipup. So now's our Bianca fight. Bianca is generally the easier of the two rivals just because she doesn't, at least in the early game, just because she doesn't have anything that can really do that bad much to you. I'm sure I'm setting myself up here. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do here. Ooh, whoops. Wow. I am just not playing well today. I apologize for that. I was actually supposed to leer and tackle. But that's fine. It's only one turn of time loss, and we should be fine. Ideally here, Oshawott will just leer us or something, because then we can take no damage and be fine for Sharon 2, which is the hardest fight in the game. It really isn't. Okay, that's not ideal, but it's one of the hardest fights in the game. And that's just because if anything goes remotely wrong, then you have to reset. There's a safety strat, and we're gonna save. So I'm gonna heal here and save for Sharon, just to make it a little bit more consistent to win here. We'll just use this potion. And, okay. So when we get into Triton City, you actually don't have to talk to Clyde in front of the gym. You can just immediately run to the trainer school to talk to Sharon. So we're doing this little quiz. I just need to make sure I didn't mess it up, 'cause it's a lot slower to mess it up. To get the full heal, because Sharon can burn you here. And we're still gonna save, because I don't want something to go horribly wrong, but we should be fine here. We just... you want to play for safety in a marathon no matter what, because you'd much rather die and have a save than die and not have anything. So now Sharon will battle us. We have to battle Sharon here. He asks if you want to battle him. That's a Pokemon thing. They ask you a lot of questions that you can't answer with no. And it's a little bit annoying, because it would definitely be nice for the speedrun if you could just say, you know what? I'm good. I think I'll pass this time. But you can't do that. So if it doesn't burn us, then I look like a bit of a fool. But if it does, then I look very smart for getting that full heal. So this is the only time I'm ever asking it to burn me, and of course it doesn't. It's still nice to have that just for safety later on in the run. But, and we can still get burned because this Purloin has Assist, which can use Ember and burn me. It would have been funny if it had, but it didn't, so we're good. Alright, and we're at 23 health, so we should be good for the next trainer fight as well. Sometimes, I've actually died to this next trainer once or twice, just because it does 9 to 10 damage. Which isn't great, but maximum we can take is... Ooh, do I want to heal here? That's actually tough, because I don't want to waste potions. I don't think I will. Internal debate right now. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'd much rather heal and not have to heal than end up needing, or having needed to heal. There we go. I have an issue with speaking, which you'll see along the course of the run that I ramble on a lot.
May I ask about Lillipup?
Lillipup, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, why is the Lillipup the sort of main Pokemon at the moment?
So we run with Lillipup. I didn't need to potion there. I could have just... we run with Lillipup because it, we used to go with Tepig all the way through. And when Tepig evolves into Emboar, Emboar is very heavy. So when it comes out, like, all the dust spreads around the Pokemon, which is like a 1 or 2 second animation. So it turns out that with Lillipup, that doesn't happen as Stoutland. So, we can get away with catching Lillipup and saving once you get to... Yeah, it's a good thing I healed. Oh boy, it's a very good thing I healed there. We can get away with being... we can get away with Lillipup because it doesn't have the animations, and it's also very similar in terms of being it's very similar in being able to take out gyms, except it's actually better for the first gym. Because the first gym is strong against your type, and obviously Tepig has a little bit of an issue with Pokemon strong against your type, so you have to take a Pansage, which is just slow.
Nice.
So, yeah, Lillipup also gives us the ability to extend Adminip past, up to Striaton City, and even extended beyond that. So, it's really nice to be able to do extended manip, because you can just prevent encounters, and obviously, it's very... the cross-transceiver messes up any potential extended manipulation beyond the first cross-transceiver call with your mom. So it's very nice to be able to, obviously, get away with... Because there's actually... You're able to do extended all the way to, Nacrene City, which is the home of the second gym. I'm not good at moving. I make a lot of silly mistakes, so I don't have an extended manip routed out yet. So you'll just have to bear with me. It's only a little bit slower to not do extended. So it isn't the end of the world. We're using a lot of potions here, but I'd much rather. We still have a potion left, so. I will save for this gym because I actually saw a clip of someone getting, like, really unlucky against Chili yesterday, and that made me reevaluate my choice of who or what I was gonna do here. Again, I'd much rather save because I can very easily go underestimate. I'm pretty confident in that. So I'd much rather, and I'll lose even more time if I get unlucky and die. So it's a lot better to just, you know, save here and lose the 15 seconds if all goes well.
Where does this gym sit in terms of difficulty? Is this quite an easy gym?
This gym is one of those gyms where you just don't get crit, honestly, because as long as you just don't get crit, there isn't a whole lot that goes wrong for you. If you do get crit, on the other hand, it can go quite poorly. We got through the first Lillipup without taking any damage, so we should be alright now. If Pansear starts setting up and we miss the range, what is wrong with it? Looks like my controller just came out. Hopefully it's fine. So yeah, as long as we don't get crit here, we should be alright. If we do, we should still be alright now. Yeah, we should be alright even if it crits us from here. Yeah, that only did 13. Alright, let's see if okay, my controller's back, good. That's one of the better times to lose it. Unfortunately, my cord's a little loose. My setup's not amazing. I'd like to hopefully one day get a controller that is just completely wired for this, but for now we can work with what we've got, and that's our first gym badge, so...
Congrats. Nice stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start. I'm not sure what time we're at right now, but that should be pretty good compared to what I'm normally getting on Chili. I'm not putting a timer on my screen because I don't want to end up being on PB pace and choke it away. I'd much rather not know if I am, so...
Just keep going.
Yeah,
we're having fun, we're enjoying it. It's great so far.
So Fennel is a scientist, if you couldn't tell. They could not go for a more stereotypical design for their scientists in these games, but they did, so Fennel wants us to collect some Dream Mist for her, which does something which I believe... Yeah, the Dream Mist does Game Sync, which is actually impossible to do now, because DS Wi-Fi connections no longer exist. So we're going to teach Work Up over Leer. and we're gonna teach Cut to Snivy. And then we're gonna head to the Dream Yard, because we actually need Cut to get through the Dream Yard. It's the only HM we need in the entire game, which is crazy. Oops, this is when they really began phasing out HMs. You only need Cut, and 2 out of 3 starters can learn Cut, so... They really made the need for HMs a lot lower.
I was going to ask about TMs. Do you use TMs quite a bit in this run to customize your moveset, or was you pretty much use what you're given with Evolution?
I think we teach about 3 TMs throughout the entire run, because there's Work Up. I don't want to spoil too much. Yeah, there's Work Up, there's something that becomes our main move a few gyms into the game, and there's the TM that we get from beating Lenora. Other than that, and we replace one with the other, so we don't use a whole lot of TMs.
Cool.
Oops. So yeah, Bianca here will just... annoy us, honestly. I can't think of much more to say about Bianca. She interrupts the speedrun a lot, and I'm sure there are there's some Bianca fan capital D coloning in chat right now. I'm sorry. Still better than Sharon, to be fair, but in terms of a speedrunning perspective, Bianca is definitely the more frustrating rival to deal with. So here's Team Plasma, who we said were definitely not evil teams. So as you can see, not an evil team, they just like kicking Pokemon, it's fine. It's fine, they're perfectly innocent, they just kick Pokemon. Which is a little questionable considering they want to liberate Pokemon. I'm not sure if some of their members didn't get the memo, but maybe don't. That's just me though. Do what you want to do, Team Plasma, it's not going to help you in the long run. Okay, so Patrat used Bide, which is better because I think it can use Detect as well, which just stalls us. Bide's not great, but Detect is just really annoying. Because it turns a 2-turn into a 3-turn. And then it can still use Bide after Detect, so it's just faster to get Bide turn 1. Ideally you'd get Bite turn 1, but I think it has Bite. Can't always get what you want. There's so many Patrats and Purloins in the early game that you really can't remember which ones have which moves. Ooh, please don't miss. Alright, nice. We can't lose to that fight, really, but it's still nice to just not miss, because we accidentally use an extra tackle, or I think an extra 2 tackles on Bianca 2. We do need to be careful with our tackles a little bit more than we would otherwise. Getsus is here, so they think this is Getsus, but basically... as we'll see in a second, Musharna comes up around behind the background. So Musharna can produce dreams with Dream Mist. So what was actually happening there is I believe Musharna produced a dream, yeah, as Bianca says, with Getsus scolding Team Plasma just to get them to go away. And it worked, so... And nonetheless, or I guess even better, Fennel does get her Dream Mist here, as you can see by the Pokeball. One thing I've never understood about Pokemon games, I guess it would be a lot heavier on the game's power to make, to have sprites on the ground for all the items, but why is everything a Pokeball? It just doesn't make... Like, even a Master Ball, or I guess an Ultra Ball, because you can't pick up Master Balls. Even an Ultra Ball is a Pokeball, it doesn't make all that much sense. So this is our, I guess, second shopping trip of the game, but our first real shopping trip. We're going to buy 3 Repels.
Very interesting what you say about the items. I think that's almost certainly just a throwback to a power thing from the first generation, where they literally could only have like limited number of sprites.
Yeah, so they had to make everything a. Okay, so we did have enough money for all our items. For some reason, it didn't look like we would. I don't know. We did. There's no reason we shouldn't have. Yeah, I think because Generation 1 is like held together with. Oh my god! I can't believe I just did that. I am so sorry. We're supposed to talk to Fennel again. I am so sorry.
Don't worry. We're good.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Dusk Ball here anyway, because, it's a little bit better for catching an HM slave later on. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. An HM mule or whatever. A Pokemon that's gonna do all our... I said we only need 1 HM, but Fly is a better move on it's better to have Fly than not, even though it takes time to catch a flyer. Just because there are certain points in time in which you have to fly to certain places. So she asks if you want to learn more here. If you say no, she actually gives you more text than if you say yes. So it's another one of those fake choices where she says, oh, I'm so excited, I must say more. So it's faster to say yes, which is counterintuitive, but it is how it works, because Pokemon does not give you real choices. I believe this is Amanita? I don't know how that's pronounced. She owns the PC, or she runs the PC, so what says someone's PC is actually her PC. I don't know how one girl who can't be older than me, considering her sprite's the schoolgirl, controls, like, the entire system across the entirety of Unova, but I mean, good for her. Good on her. This double battle, you'd think, because there are some double battles in Pokemon games that can be skipped by only having one Pokemon in your party. This is not one of them. They actually say they won't battle you. They refuse to battle you if you don't have enough Pokemon for this fight. So it's a lot better to just, to just keep Snivy in your party. Ooh, if Snivy dies, that'd be nice. If Snivy naturally dies, because you want to get extra experience from these fights. It sounds dumb that we want Snivy to die, but it is how this works, because we need the extra experience from these fights here. Unfortunately, Snivy didn't naturally die. If we hadn't gotten Growled there, it would have, but now we just kill Snivy. So we're going to tackle Snivy, and we're also going to use our final potion, just to get ourselves back up to hopefully full health. This just growls us. And we have to use Takedown anyway, so So no matter what, we won't be at full health, but it's nice to be as high as we can. After this fight, just because we'd rather not get burned and then have to heal and lose a bunch of time setting up here. Because Sharon here can still burn you, but we have a burn heal and a full heal now, so it's not quite as bad. This fight...
How many double battles? Sorry to interrupt. How many double battles are there in the game?
I think that might be the only double battle we actually have to fight.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember. You can skip the next double battle, which is after Lenora, just by having one Pokemon in your party, like I said earlier. That one's required for some reason. Pokemon likes imposing random boundaries on you.
Yep.
That's just the nature of Pokemon games. That like just random things that are clearly avoidable shut down like the entire region for you. And obviously they've got to find a way to have plot convenience, so I guess I understand what their logic is for it, but I'm not sure I fully agree. Team Plasma just, for lack of a better word, yoinked this little girl's Pokemon. I'm not sure if it's a little girl from the double battle back there, but they look like... It must be a coincidence, because they look insanely similar. Weird. It's almost like everything runs the same sprite in this game. I'm going to heal again here, just to a little bit healthier health. I'm going to use these because I don't want to use it. Oops, I didn't need to use that last one. But it's better to use that than a super potion. So let's head in here. And we have to rescue her Pokemon, because apparently Bianca's incapable of doing it herself. Oh, Bianca. So this looks like it's going to be a double battle. I don't believe this one's actually a double battle, despite the fact... Oh, yeah! Why did I say that's our only double battle when there's literally a fight right here? Just ignore me, honestly. Why'd I tackle? Doesn't matter, we just got leered. I am not on it. I'm not on my game right now. It's
while we're doing that, can I read a few things?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't...
Yeah, surely. Just again, want to thank everybody watching United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. We are raising money to support Crisis. Who are a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. 100% of your donations will be supporting Crisis. We would also like to thank ESA for supporting this marathon. Besides providing us with their channel for streaming, they are sharing gear, technical assistance, and sponsors. Be sure to check out ESA's next event, which is coming up really soon, ESA Winter 2021 from the 13th to the 21st of February.
Yeah, be sure to check that out. if Pokemon's something you're interested in, which I'd assume it is based on the fact that you're watching this, I believe JT Magic Man is running Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Manipulus during that, so definitely, if Pokemon's what you're interested in, there'll be more of that during Winter 2021 ESA. Alright, so I believe we tackle the left and then take that. Yeah, okay. So that's a 5 and 16 range. Luckily, Tepig was very nice to us with Embering Patrat there. Sometimes Tepig just won't Ember the right Pokemon, and sometimes it'll just, like, use moves that do not help you whatsoever. But we got the 2-turn fight there, so that's super nice. Unfortunately, we're not done with this cave, because now we need to catch our Pokemon that use Fly, which is what's the word? Woobat. There we go. We need to catch a Woobat here, and it's only 50-50, so we could be here for a very long time. Or we could get it first try. Give me the good kind of Marathon luck, because there's really 2 kinds of Marathon luck. I've heard it used both ways. Okay, well, apparently we're just gonna get a Drillbur. Any day now. There we go. Please be a Woobat. Nice, okay. So the Dusk Ball we're gonna throw at this thing is like 93% to catch. If not, Tackle doesn't normally kill, but it can. So we'd like to hopefully catch this. It's only 7% to break out, but I'm sure it will. So... okay. I wasn't going to say anything more because I also have a history of jinxing myself. I like, my reputation is mainly for just saying stuff and then immediately regretting it. Now that we're done with that, we unfortunately do have to talk to Bianca again. You'll be hearing the words Bianca and unfortunately a lot in this run.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it's just... you have to interact with her just so often, and sometimes she shows up for like 2 text boxes and then just walks away. Okay, whoops. Yeah, I'm making sure I don't mess up there. I should probably also register my heal pocket, and I'm gonna repel. I don't know if you're supposed to register your heal pocket, but I always do, so... because we just talked to Sharon... well, this is just whack, because you talk to Sharon for the battle, then you talk to Bianca... yeah, there we go. We talked to Sharon and Bianca, like, twice in a row, in quick succession, and it's just not necessary. You gonna walk up? Because I know as soon as I go up, yeah, I know as soon as I go up, you're gonna turn and come back down, so... that's happened to me before. I didn't know she was a trainer first when I started running this, so I ended up, having to battle her. Which, it's a really quick fight, but it's still not ideal. I guess it'd be nice to get a little bit extra experience, but I don't know. Experience scales in this generation, so it's a little funky. It depending on how much higher level you are than the opponent, there's probably PC Helio as well. We deposit Snivy and swap it with the Herdier. Yeah, it's a little bit funky how the experience scales in this game, so we just get Herdier, Herdier in here, and then get Snivy, and boom, okay. So if you're higher level than the opponent's Pokemon, you get less experience, but if you're lower level, you get more experience. So it's very strange, for lack of a better way to describe it. Because if you get a little bit of extra experience, 3 guard specs, it actually can hurt you sometimes because you'll be over-leveled for a certain fight. Like, even a tiny bit of extra experience can make you too high level for the next fight. End fight coming up, we're going to save for this because this can go very, very poorly as well. And, of course, anything that can go poorly will go poorly in a marathon run. Now that I saved, it'll just go flawlessly. So End's back again. I'm sure there's pretty much a meme where he's called Rival 3 in this game because you fight him so often that he's pretty much just another rival. So you essentially have 3 rivals in this game, and completely unnecessary. Not much you can do about it though, so please don't miss. Okay,
I was just about to ask you your thoughts on the multiple rivals in Pokemon, because as the generations have gone on, you seem to be more rival heavy. What's your overall thoughts? Negative? Positive?
Oh my god, this is 11 recoil. 1 second. This does 11 recoil takedown on this thing? You've got to be kidding. Give me a second, I'll get back to you on that. Okay, we're fine. My thoughts on the rivals, yeah. I think from a plot standpoint, it's pretty interesting, especially for this game. They're really good at tying things into plot in Generation 5 and overall. But in terms of a speedrunning standpoint, obviously I'm never going to say I'm for multiple rivals in the same game. I don't know many speedrunners who would. So, Ent's a little weird. He says he's gonna get Zekrom. I don't think we need to worry about that, honestly. That we should be fine. There's no way he can get Zekrom. I mean, that's a legendary, right? We're fine. We'll get a tour of the museum, which... As much as this game's really good with the plot, it's also really bad with giving you so much just dialogue to mash through, and unfortunately I'm not particularly good at mashing. I'm not terrible, but... we should... there are definitely people who are better. That's the case with everything. Now that we're in this gym, this is probably the scariest gym in the game. And it wouldn't look like it because it's a normal type, and you think normal types aren't that strong. Oh boy. Poor, sweet, innocent you. This gym.
I would say Whitney says hi.
Yeah. For some reason, historically, normal type gyms are quite bad. And you wouldn't think so, because they're not strong against anything. They're also only weak to fighting types, and obviously there aren't that many fire types you can get at this point in the game. Okay, we hit the range there. It says that's a guaranteed kill. It isn't. I've lost many a run to that not being a guaranteed kill. So I've learned my mistake from then. Because you can just miss that, and then die. First Pokemon you met in the gym. Okay. I don't know why I still have to think about this. I really shouldn't, but for some reason I still haven't completely registered how this gym works. Okay, this is, I believe. Yeah, this is right. I had to pause for a second because I'd much rather just not mess up there. I really shouldn't have to pause because I know how this works, but I doubt myself a lot of the time. It's kind of a speedrunner thing to doubt you're doing things right. So this is inferior Herdier, same level, worse Herdier. So I should have. I'm gonna take that moment and heal to full. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Alright, so I made the right play there because that did not kill. Whew. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay.
That was close.
Yeah. I didn't think it'd be that bad, but... Oops. Oh my god, my movement. If you want to... whoa, that was a bad voice crack. If you want to get started in this game, and you want to see someone who's good with their movement... Oh my god. It scared me, so now I'm messing up. Alright, yeah, this is the right one. If you want to get started on this game, I definitely don't recommend you watch me for movement. I'm gonna be very real with that. There are much better people with movement in this game. My movement's very iffy at best, and, like, downright awful at worst. Luckily, though, it's not the end of the world. Movement is a good time saver, but luckily, none of the good runners run on okay, that's an insult. That's not meant to sound like an insult. Most of the top level runners and most of the top times are on emulators, so I don't need to, or not on emulators, sorry. So I don't need to optimize my movement all that much at the moment. So I can just be lazy and still get away with it.
I think you're doing fantastic. You're doing a lot better than I would, and a lot better than probably most people would, so keep going.
Yeah, I'm because of my school schedule, I didn't have too much time to practice, because my run's, like, immediately on Saturday. So I didn't have any morning time to practice. So I had to work with the time I had, and the practice run I did, which was, like, a week ago, I accidentally beat emulator world record, so... I should be fine to go under estimate.
I think so. I think we're good. Positive.
Yeah, that was like a 318. And my estimate's like 340, I think? Or 330? I can't completely remember.
340.
Yeah, we got plenty of time here. Okay. This is the scariest fight in the game. And I promise I'm done saying this is the scariest fight in the game. I think. I can't promise anything, honestly.
They're all scary. They're all scary in their own way.
The early game's the scariest part of this route. It's funny because normally in Pokemon games you die a lot late in the game. But in this, it's the exact, the polar opposite. So you really just want to get past Lenora here. Lenora's biggest, the scariest thing about Lenora is that she one-shots you if she crits you. And also you can get various bad luck that can still kill you anyway. So I might need to heal multiple times. And in that case, I'm not sure. Herdier has Intimidate, which is why we lead with Woobat and then just Guard Spec. Because it turns out, I learned this like a week ago. Oh, that's a really nice takedown. That lowers its health already. That's, yeah. So we can Guard Spec there, and it actually applies to us. So we'd like for this to Leer here. Nice. Nice, okay. Nice. I didn't expect that. So Retaliate might kill me here with a crit. But now we're fine, we won't get crit. We're good. I have confidence. What? Where are these runs when I'm on PV pace?
That's brilliant.
Why? That's like perfect Lenora. It, like, never leers me coming out. I think it's because I, had a turn left with the Guard Spec because it used Takedown on Woobat. So I was able to take down it, so I had a Guard Spec turn left. So it still thought I was at neutral defense. So it wanted to lower my defense. Gen 5 AI is weird. If it sees that it can lower one of your stats, it will. So in a lot of things, like, you can Guard Spec in certain fights where they have, like, Bulldoze or something like that will lower your speed, and they'll just spam Bulldoze even if they have a super effective move that'll kill you. Actually, I don't know if it'll kill you, but it definitely...
That's on the second badge.
Yep.
That was brilliant. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. It's absolutely fantastic.
This is going way, way better than I anticipated. Like, because it's very, very likely to die to Lenora. It's, like, probably the biggest run killer in the game. And we just got past it with almost a perfect fight. So I'm not sure how that works, but it does.
Keep going. We're good.
Yeah, we'll just ride this luck and get another world record. Don't worry about it. I need to
clear. Do you have time for a donation when you've got a second?
Yeah, go ahead. This is perfect timing.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. We have received a $5 donation from Mod366. I completely forgot that UKSG is this weekend. Good luck to all runners that are still to come on your runs. Starting with Edheadsr.
Thank you.
Money goes towards naming Charizard Keyzeron in hopes to bless the run. Yeah. Well, thank you, Mod. Thank you for your generous donation, my friend.
I want to see Charizard named Keyzeron, 100%. Keyzeron's a cool guy. That'd be cool to see. So, here's Bianca yet again, stalling us out. And I guess Sharon, but it's more fun to pick on Bianca. This is just Dis Bianca Simulator for, like, a while in this game. Because there's, like, a rival battle every gym. And it's...
wow.
There are multiple rival battles for some gyms, as a matter of fact. In fact, there are... I don't think there are any for this gym. But there are a bunch of battles before it. And there are 3 before the gym after that. I guess if you count N as a rival, which he pretty much is. N's really cool, though. I like N as a character. It's frustrating, because I like a lot of people as from their, like... from a plot standpoint. But from a speedrunning point of view, it's like... Can you just stop talking? It's very...
Is the objective of this game to beat the 8 gym leaders, or was it just to survive all the rival fights?
Oh my god, I just... Please don't do this. Okay. I missed the takedown and got sand tombed, which would have been quite bad. Luckily we're fine, which means now we do need to use a super potion. Oh wait, no we don't. No we don't. This girl has a Purloin, which is a guaranteed one-shot as long as I don't choke and I use the wrong move. Which, I wouldn't put that past me, honestly. I wouldn't put anything past. But yeah, okay. Let me use tackle here. This is one of the first gauntlets of Team Plasma battles, where you pretty much just have to deal with a bunch of Team Plasma trainers in succession, and it's cool at the start, but I'm sure, after a while, yeah, I'd rather not use that. What am I? I keep thinking that Cram's in slot 1, but it isn't, and now I repel. See, once I make my mistakes, I know what I'm doing. It's just I need to make my mistake first. Okay, so there's a weird thing with spinner mechanics where if you just open the menu, you can guarantee you can pass them, like that. So it's really cool. It just allows us to get past. This girl's not Team Plasma. She's just another unnecessary trainer battle that, I guess, necessary to complete the game, but from a point of view of just being annoying, unnecessary. All of them are one-shots, luckily, so nothing's really a big threat here. There's really nothing that can kill you in the forest. There's just a lot of things that can annoy you. Yeah, so if we just go through the Team Plasma gauntlet here, we should eventually get to a battle against, one final Plasma Trainer, and the scariest part of movement here. When I said my movement wasn't good, I mean I'm going to be walking through one part here because I hit this optional so often. Do I YOLO it just because I look insane if I get it? I look super cool if I don't mess it up, and it only loses a few seconds. The decisions. I think I'm gonna YOLO it, honestly.
Yes!
I swear I pressed up because I'm using an analog controller. I'm using a PS4 controller. It registers a little late. Yeah, that's just an excuse. Full disclosure, I'm bad at this. I won't make any... Oh my god. I said this doesn't lose any time if I don't miss. There we go.
Don't worry about it.
We're fine now. Yeah, it's a pretty fast fight. If we had missed another one, we would have fallen asleep, which wouldn't have been particularly nice. It just seems like, at this point, I'm just I'm being a little bit too confident. A little bit too confident in my movement. But it's fun to YOLO that because not only I look cool if I get it, but we can all have a good laugh if I don't get it, which is the more likely scenario.
Honestly, you're having so much fun, and I'm having so much fun watching you. It's absolutely brilliant. That's what we're here for, is to enjoy it and have fun. So you're doing brilliant.
Yeah, this is going really, really well. Like, if I were to go into this and predict how this went, I would have said that I would have died like 4 times by now, and that I would have dropped at least 3 swears by accident.
You're good on that for now.
Yeah, I'm not great with that, but luckily, as long as everything goes fine, as long as everything doesn't go super well, I can... if I could, like, take marathon mentality into all my runs, I'd have so much fun speedrunning, but unfortunately, I am a... I believe the term is I mauled a lot? I don't... Yeah, I don't think that's the, proper term, but it's the best descriptor, so... Now we got the Dragon Skull back, which was not what they were looking for. They stole the Dragon Skull a while ago, which I forgot to say anything about. I'm sure that has nothing to do with what N was talking about, reviving the legendary Pokemon. But, yeah, I'm sure there's no connection there. That was not what they were looking for, though, so... Luckily, we've been saved for now, so... Team Plasma has been defeated and will never become an issue for us again. I promise you. In fact, if I'm wrong, if I'm lying, yeah, and there's nothing. I'm just not lying. Team Plasma will never be an issue. It's just they'll never show up for the rest of the run because we beat them so badly. They've got their I just realized bridge hype. I completely forgot. Really forgot. This has great music, so I'm just not going to say anything from here on for the rest of the bridge.
Oh, I love this bit. This was so cool when I first played this game. It was just amazing.
Okay, I've got to say something to break the silence here. Yeah, the bridge is... it's really cool how it takes advantage of the DS's ability to do, like, simple 3D rendering. Because that's something that wasn't explored quite as much in Generation 4. Whereas they take so much advantage of the camera and then the small 3D abilities of the game to just make it look so cool. We've got another menu to do here. Let's actually do this properly. Edhead do menu properly challenge. Impossible. Okay. Teach retaliate over bite. I've actually taught retaliate over takedown once, I think. Or was it over tackle? There we go. I was gonna take that very slow. And let's not rare candy. Woobat. Okay. I'd much rather do that slowly than not do it at all. And I've said this so much, but I am known for not doing this well. Castelia City's really cool with the way it... Yeah, the way they take advantage of the DS in Gen 5 is really cool. Because, like, this is, like, pseudo 3D at this point. Based on the fact that, like, the camera is just scrolling so cool. Or, scopes.
This is one of my favorites. It's so cool, as I say. This game is really quite underrated is perhaps the wrong word, but in my opinion, it's overlooked, I would say.
Underappreciated, maybe.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so many things that are just quality of life improvements over Generation 4 that I think people look past. That they don't realize, like, how cool or how nice this makes out of the run. Is this right? Did I just... Okay, I didn't make a fool of myself. Good. I have a tendency to do that, in case you haven't noticed. Basically...
We all do.
Yeah. Team Plasma, yet again, is stealing someone's Pokemon. And of course, it has to be Bianca related, so that we get as much text as possible. Because Bianca likes to ramble in the same way that I like to ramble during marathon runs. So now, Team Plasma just literally revealed their entire strategy. That they were going to steal another Pokemon, but here's the gym leader. Because Team Plasma's core values, I really think aren't that bad. Their issue, and I'll say it again and again, is the incompetence, like the total and utter incompetence of some grunts. Kind of ruins it for everyone. Like, liberating Pokemon as a concept in itself is like, it actually makes you think. But when the people trying to liberate the Pokemon are kicking the Pokemon... Oops, why did I just... Yeah, when kicking the Pokemon's the best option... or their way of going about it, it really kind of takes away from the genuine... the way it makes you think. Because Getsus is a very intelligent person and a master manipulator, as we'll start to see later on in the run. Luckily, we no longer have to take down these Sandiles, so it is no longer an inconvenience for us. Sandile can be... Or Sandile is a bit of a pain because we'd have to take down, and that can miss, and then we can get Sand Tomb, which can trap us, and Sand Tomb has an animation for some reason, so... That's, it's good that we got through that, and a lot of this is just, there's so much plot that we have to go through in this game. It's like the late game, the entire late game is just time for donations. Like, pretty much. From the
Sounds good to me.
So from the 7th to 8th gym, there's just, or from the 7th gym to the end of the game, there's so much time to read off donations. So, this guy is like, so Bronius is a cool dude. He thought it would be funny to prepare a Team Plasma base in front of the gym, just to taunt a little bit, which is honestly like the type of it's arrogance and cockiness, but it's the type of cockiness that I like. I respect it. I don't know why they're standing in a triangular formation, but I just realized that. Okay, Gets just had an interesting laugh, and Bianca gets her Pokemon back. You know what? She was just stressed out. I won't diss her for now. She has... I'll give her immunity until the next gym. At least. But the next gym's when she shows up for literally 2 text boxes and then disappears. So, I have a very, a strong opinion on that. Now Bianca and Iris are just gonna walk around, Castelia City, which is not relevant to us at all. As you can see, Bianca is being taken hostage by Iris. It's the one time in the run where I actually feel bad for Bianca. Because the rest of the run, she's just a little bit annoying. I really need to give her a break. Alright. How about who can we diss for this run? I mean, Sharon's annoying as well. But we don't have to talk to Sharon quite as much. We'll just talk about the gym right now. So this gym is, Berg's gym. It's got a weird mechanic where you've got to let down the, barriers and just run through. If you try to walk through, I don't believe it works. And if you don't try to walk through by the middle, it also doesn't work. So I'm historically very, very, very bad. Oh my, please kill. Thank you. Venipede is... Please don't miss. Okay. A lot of this game with takedown is just please don't miss the game. And if I had missed, it wouldn't have been particularly nice. Oop, it's typing something. I'm gonna super potion. Jeez, dude. I'm gonna super potion and let down this. So luckily I have a little two of the buttons that you step on in this game, in this gym, are actually decoys that just give you trainers. This is one of them, so I've got those 2 up on my screen. So if I'll take a little bit more time to go around them just because I'd rather not make the same mistake I made with, oh, I'll YOLO this grass patch or whatever that, I'll YOLO that movement, I'll be fine, and if I don't, it'll be a good laugh. I'd rather not make the same mistake. So we're not gonna make the same mistake. The other lever, or the button that is a decoy in here is the one in here that is... I don't know how to describe it. It's this one that we're about to pass. The only way to describe it is this button in here. Because I guess I could have said the, God, I don't know my cardinal directions well either. Okay. Yeah, that button's a decoy as well. So I'll walk a tile to the right. Oh.
Don't worry, I always get lost in the gyms. Always. Even the simple ones.
I have an image of the gym on my screen because I did not remember. I could not remember which ones were the decoy buttons. I also, on my notes, I also have an image of that optional ranger that I hit. So I knew where I had to go and I still messed it up. Which is kind of sad if you think about it, but... I also have an image of Victory Road because it turns out I have very bad memory and I'd rather not forget 20 minutes or 3 hours into a run. Oh, I've got to go here. That would be ooh, yeah, let's not give up on Crunch. I believe we teach Crunch over Tackle. I remember most of these notes without having to read it, but I've got to confirm my notes sometimes just to make sure I don't do something stupid, especially in a marathon. You really don't want to make a silly mistake that costs you a bunch of time. If we taught it over Retaliate, we could have worked. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. It's such a long run. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I struggle to remember my runs, and they're under an hour. So I don't know how you manage to do something like this.
Yeah, I just have notes on the other side of my screen where I'd normally have my chat, so that I can just read that because I've got 2 monitors. Oh, whoa, okay, I apparently let go of up for a second there. Okay, it says to heal to 38 to 52. I'm not sure what health I'm at right now. I might just need to heal to full. 40. Ooh, I'm gonna heal, or I'm gonna save here. I'm not gonna heal, I'm just gonna save, because this could go very well, it could go very poorly. That's kind of the story of this game, honestly. Like, there are so many things that can just go slightly wrong and mess up the entire fight. This being one of the very notable ones because They have some. They have. Whoa. Okay, I can't think. They have Poison Tail, which can poison me, obviously. Not only that, but I need to work up twice. I'm kind of concerned. Okay, we're fine. Whew, that was a little bit. Just don't poison me, please. That's... I didn't X speed there. Whoops, I should probably do that. Okay, and now I need to work up once more. I think I'm gonna heal here just because I can. I have enough healing items to work with this. Can you just stop critting me, please? Did that just crit me again? Oh my god. We should be fine here now. It's just... that was a, like, insanely crit-heavy fight. I'm also going to use... I'm gonna use Retaliate here, because I could Takedown, but Takedown can miss. And Retaliate's guaranteed to kill anyway. So, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. And that's Berg. So yeah, I said it could go very wrong, it almost did, but we saved it. We didn't get poisoned at all, we just got crit a bunch of times, which is way more unlikely, but I mean, it's whatever.
Yep, well done.
Yeah, we got the insect badge, sorry. I don't know why I said bug badge. There must be a bug badge somewhere. I don't know. For some reason I was thinking bug badge, but I think that's just because it has a better ring in your head than an insect badge. It's not... even if we stepped on that now, we wouldn't have to battle the... I'm really bad with that. Like, you look like you're about to go through, and so you start holding right, and then you just don't go through. Okay, we have to stop to talk to everyone's favorite trainer. He's gonna take a deep breath and not say anything.
Who that could be?
I don't know why I dislike her so much in speedruns, but yeah, I'm sure Bianca fans in chat aren't very happy with me, but I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a setup here you actually do that I'm really bad at. You're supposed to set up properly so that you can, I don't know why my movement was that bad. Have your rappel wear off for the backpacker spinner coming up. And I don't know if I fully explained spinners. I think I did to an extent, but I don't think I completely talked about how spinners work. So if you, spinners turn at, I guess, random, semi-random intervals. However, if you walk past that, or if you run past a spinner, it will always turn onto you. So, yeah, if you're going past a spinner and you run, then you're never going to dodge that said spinner. And so, we have to walk past spinners, like, pretty much everywhere in the run. Except until we get the bike, which actually is coming up fairly soon. So we're hoping Herdier will take down here. And then just Odor Sleuth or something, because that makes it a guaranteed range for us to kill with Crunch. Yes, oh my. That was very lucky. I didn't think it would do the exact thing I was predicting, but that's nice. Okay, Duat is just a Retaliate, which, yeah, the Bianca fights are generally pretty easy. Because we had a really easy fight here, Sharon will also be easy by extension. Bianca and Sharon really like to 1-2 punch you at times, so if Bianca goes well, Sharon normally goes well. And it's just a matter of not losing too much health, so I don't need a heal here for Bianca, or for Sharon, because I am at 58 health. And Quick Attack does 21 damage maximum, so I can survive 2 Quick Attacks. Actually, wait a second, that's bad. Theoretically, 3 Quick Attack crits could kill me. I shouldn't have opened my mouth, but if it crits me twice in a row, I'll just heal anyway. Because I'd rather just lose time. I need to stop pointing out how I'd rather lose time. But I would. I'd rather lose time than lose a run. It's
fair enough. May I ask a question? How much is RNG in terms of, you talked about the critical hits and the various burns and things. How much is, as compared to perhaps other Pokemon runs, other generations, does this rely on the RNG? Is the RNG really bad, or is it sort of about the average, or where would you say it sits?
I'd say it's pretty decent. It's not bad at all, because if you can get past Lenora and Berg, and then not get terrible luck on Elisa, you're generally on a decent run. So the RNG is not so important, especially because manipulations allow you to have perfect stats. But the one spot where it is the case is the final fight, there's a second last fight in the game, where I won't spoil that too much, but you need good stats on a Pokemon, which it sounds counterintuitive, because I said you don't need to worry about your stats, but yeah, you do. So, get baited.
Cool.
So there goes Sharon. We're not going to get the repel set up, because I don't know how it works. Somehow I just never get it. It's like 4 or 5 steps before, but not the end of the world. So, Professor Juniper is going to show us something in Nimbasa City. In other words, she's just going to stall us. And that's Juniper for you. In fact, that's like every... Oh, I don't like that. That's going to spin onto me pretty quickly. There we go. Now I can walk past that safely. I was worried it would. There we go. So our repel should wear off. Yeah, right there. And we open our menu. There we go. Cool. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Here's Professor Juniper. She is going to talk with Sharon and I, and just give us basically some Ultra Balls, which we also don't use during this run. So, there's only really one item that we get given that we use in the run, I guess. I guess? And speaking of that move that we're going to teach, that third TM, here it comes. We're about to get our main move for the run, and it's a pretty, like, well-known move, but it's kind of gimmicky, because it depends on a specific... It's only good mid to late game and onward, but it's a really good move once you get there, because it gets maximum power at 102. So I'm sure people can guess what it is by now. I'm still not going to spoil it, because I like having a little bit of suspense, even though it's really not that suspenseful. I'm sure someone spoiled it already. Was that the right move? What did it just do? Did it just protect? Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. We do have enough takedowns here, so... I didn't like that, but we're perfectly fine. We take a little bit of recoil there. Okay. So now we get the Plasma Grunt, and we're gonna get an item that's really nice to have. And that's not the TM, by the way. It's another really nice item. Nimbasa City is really when this run gets pretty cool, because we get some really nice items. That's the bike. So in Pokemon Black and White 2, you get it in Castelia City, which is nicer, but this isn't that bad. I'm sure there are some people who are wondering why we didn't have the bike yet. And here's the moment. Hey, Yoo-hoo, the press... She literally shows up for like 3 dialogue boxes. Why? It's just unnecessary, Bianca. Okay, so we're gonna PC heal. And put it in slot 1. Sorry, I'm a little... There we go. That wasn't bad.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we gotta do another shopping trip, which we're gonna buy 4 paralyzed heals and 6 type potions.
You know when you've got time for a few words.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okie dokie, no problem at all. Thank you very much. Just to make everyone aware that you are watching, and thank you for watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. Normally we're a 2-day speedrunning marathon held 4 times a year in Glasgow, Scotland. But due to the situation with COVID-19, we're bringing you 3 days of exciting speedruns from the comfort of our own homes to yours, and we are raising money to support Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good.
What was I doing there? Oh my god. That was bad, my menuing. Return overtake. No. Why? I was trying to fast click there. There we go. Because if you click it quickly enough and then hit A, then there's like no delay. And here comes rival... What rival fight in the game is this? So it's I guess it's N3? This is normally where I take my bathroom break, but I can't now. Good God. Alright, so this is a cutscene with N. A little bit of a romantic encounter here, because we get to go on a Ferris wheel and get sweet-talked by him. And by sweet-talked, I mean him admitting that he is the king of an evil organization. Pretty romantic, I won't lie. Sunset's quite beautiful to backdrop N and us. And I guess. He's just gonna talk about how Edheadsr needs his help. I don't know why. I think Edheadsr is strong enough, but apparently not. How many Pokemon exist in this world? Actually, that's actually something I don't know. I don't know how many Pokemon exist anymore. I used to be able to tell you. But I kind of stopped paying as much attention after Gen 8, but...
Lots.
Yeah.
Lots and lots.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Many. Okay, so this is N. If it'll load, oh my god, there we go. So N, luckily because we've got our good new move return, N is going to be quite an easy fight. N had embargoed us, so ideally here we'll get a damageless fight now, because that means we'll have a little bit of an easier going against the first Emolga girl in the gym. Sigilif will typically either go for Crunt, or Whirlwind, or Psybeam, one of which is negative priority, and the other of which will outspeed me. So ideally it goes for Whirlwind here. And if not, that's not the end of the world unless it confuses us. Tail. I know this is like a common speedrun marathon thing, but I don't think I've ever actually seen that before.
There's always one.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I've seen Tailwind. I might have, like, once, but that's very unlikely. Well, I mean, we still got damageless, so I see this as an absolute win. Wow, nice movement. So, now you'll see my mediocrity in the movement with the bike here. As it turns out, I cannot do one-tile spaces, so I'll try my best to move a little bit better here, exclusively here, just for the marathon. But this fight can go really well or really poorly. Ideally, this thing uses Shockwave twice. Or double team, and we still hit with a double team. But that's not particularly likely. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Spark Paralysis is one of the worst scenarios. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Let's not do this, Emolga number 2. How about you just be reasonable? We
Can
obviously
I
don't.
just say this?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
No, go ahead. I'm fine.
Can I just say that having a roller coaster in your gym? I mean, that is pretty cool.
I mean,
This gym is one of my favorite in like the entire series. I think.
it's still not even the one that needs to talk to the health inspector the most in this area. Like, you'll see coming up in this... Oh my god, I missed that. That was so close to hitting that there. Dude. I missed that by like half a tile. I delayed with my movement, so I missed getting to the roller coaster. Yeah, this isn't even the gym that I'd say has the best grounds for a lawsuit. We'll see coming up in a few gyms that there's someone who's literally probably going to get us off, or would probably literally get you killed.
Oh!
Yeah, questionable, but... I mean, she can do what she wants. She's independent. If she wants to get sued, I mean, you do you. It's really not. It's none of my business.
Maybe gym leaders have some sort of exclusion or some exemption or something, I don't know.
Wow, the top 1%. Wow. Top 1% of all gym leaders. That's just unfortunate. Alright, well, this... Yeah, they must just... They must be lucky enough to not get sued or something. Like, does the law just not apply to them? I don't know. Okay, so I used to make a joke that pained me a lot. Because this trainer is Rich Boy Rollin', so in like every run I'd end up saying, they see me rollin', and I'm not going to do it this time. because I'd rather not lose all our viewership. That's one way. So this gym's pretty easy if you exclude the Emolga trainers that they're just designed to troll you, and it's really scary. Not sure if you've got anything. This is just trainer battles for the next minute or two. If you've got any donations or anything you'd like to read out.
Yeah, well, no, I'd just like to say again how much I'm enjoying the run. I hope everybody is enjoying it as much as I have. And Ed, you're doing an absolutely amazing job. It's entertaining, it's fun. That's all we ask for. And again, if you can get your donations in, folks, we're generating money for Crisis. Very, very, very great, important cause, especially with the current situation at the moment. So if you can get those donations in, that would be absolutely appreciated. Thank you.
All right. So we're at a decent health right now. We really would okay. As long as this doesn't miss. Oh my god, here we go. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're gonna need to heal here, I'm pretty sure. We probably could get away with not healing, but I would rather not, lose. I am not a big fan of dying. I'm not sure if you guys are, but... Wow. Why do I say that every... Yes, okay, so we hit that there. I'm really bad at... Yeah, I've said this already, but if you want to watch movement, watch someone like Minnow, who are, like, extremely talented in this game, and have very good movement. So, here comes Elisa. This can be an amazing gym, or a horrible gym fight.
Can I just point out that when you say that you're horrible at movement, I think that's relative.
Yeah, relative to...
I think compared to other runners, compared to somebody who plays this game casually or somebody who's just starting, you're very, very good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the thing. I'm used to comparing myself to, like, people who are very experienced with this, so in my opinion, I'm not particularly good at this, but I'm sure there are people who think that I'm decent. Alright. So, we're just hoping here that we don't get staticked, and even if we do, we should be fine. Let's just... Okay, that's perfect. Now we are pretty much guaranteed to win unless we get fully paralyzed or crit on the next Pokemon. Yeah, alright. Don't do this to me. Zebstrika does 27 to 31 damage, so a crit will kill here. And if we hit ourselves in paralysis, we need to heal the full, so... Or if we don't get hit. Or if we don't hit... Oh my god, it actually did it. Cool. Alright, well... Cool. Alright. I probably shouldn't have said that, but fair enough. Yeah, I couldn't pull perfect luck all the way through the run. What am I doing? Oh, that's just RNG manipulation for extended battle, don't worry about it. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Happens.
Yeah, it's
all good.
It all goes downhill from here.
It's all good, it's all good, you're doing fine. Keep going.
Alright. If we just didn't get static there, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have won that fight. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we won that fight if we didn't get static or crit, but it is what it is, honestly. Can't dwell on the past too much. So, we'll just do the exact same setup as we did last time. Excuse me, hopefully with better luck and less critting. Okay, yeah, we should be fine now. If we get static turn 1, we're gonna need to heal anyway. Static is 30% to activate after you kill each Pokemon, or after you hit a Pokemon with a physical move. So we're 30% now to be put in the exact same situation as we were last time, but knowing me, we're gonna get it. Yep. I figured. Yeah, I knew something like that had to happen. Alright, let's just not do this again, Zebstrika. Okay, thank you. Alright, so that's Elisa. Luckily we got through that. I'm a little bit surprised that I didn't get crit again, because it would have been pretty funny, honestly. As much as I'd like to do a perfect run here, it's pretty funny to get crit. Right.
Pokemon, I mean, it's to be expected, isn't it?
Yeah. It's literally just RNG simulator, what do you expect?
Yep.
Alright. So, we're going to have something fixed for us by Elisa. We're going to have the Driftveil Drawbridge, which is what we need to use to get to the next city, Driftveil City, which arguably has the best city music in the game. Whoa. Okay, so yeah. Get hyped for that. Unfortunately, we won't be going there for a little while, because there's more plot that we have to deal with. What is this? Okay, there we go. Yeah, time for more plot. We do need to heal paralysis here. Let's please not forget this. Don't forget. I'm gonna go into the Sharon fight fully paralyzed. Alright, so he's gonna teach us how to do the Pokemon musical. And basically, we just pick Cram here. And literally just don't do what he wants us to do. He wants us to dress up our Pokemon, but we don't care. So coming up is one of the sad moments, and it's weird to say that. But I guess prepare your Bible thumbs, because this is definitely, if I were to pick a moment that's actually mildly sad, this would probably be it. This game, yeah, it's weird for sad in Pokemon, but Gen 5 really upped the plot. So, Kira's Bianca's dad. And apparently it's time for her to go home. I really wish she just took him home, or he just took her home, honestly. Would save a lot of time in the long run. Unfortunately, not, so we have to deal with Bianca thanks to Elisa. So not only is she gonna kill is she gonna crit me with Zebstrika, she's also gonna come out here and force Bianca to continue her journey. So Elisa really wants us to lose time in this run. Dang. Alright. So, Elisa butted in for no reason there. And I guess because Elisa's a model, he decides that he has to listen. Because that's how this works. Gym leaders clearly have a lot of power in this game. I don't know what I'm doing with my move.
I was going to say, she's a gym leader, so, I mean, gym leader is important, don't they?
Yeah, I guess they have a lot of influence in this, but it's funnier to think that he's only listening to her because she's a model. Because that's just a more interesting way to think of it. So, this is the first time Sharon really becomes an annoying fight, and that's because of Lipard, who has Fake Out. Luckily, we have an X attack for this exact purpose, so it didn't Fake Out. Cool. Fair enough. Alright, the X attack's because it normally fakes out. That's weird. I guess because we're at full health, but still, I don't see that very often. I also don't make... my runs generally don't make it this deep, so... I guess that's probably why I don't see this very often. Tranquil is just gonna stall us out, I guess, with Detect. Please don't do it again. Okay, yeah. Just do the next thing. The next slowest thing, and crit me with Quick Attack. I think Pignite was actually a Retaliate, but I don't think it matters that much. Oops. No, we get healed after, like, the next fight. And here comes Stolen. I completely forgot. We evolve now. Cool. Well, this is when Herdier becomes even more broken. Like, the power of Herdier is just amplified with Stoutland. It's just a better Herdier, which I guess is the point of evolution. But it's super, super strong and can one-shot a lot of things now without setting up, which I guess Herdier could do itself, but it's just so many things that it can one-shot that it wouldn't if it was Herdier. And that Pignite itself would not be able to one-shot, I don't believe. So this guy is the champion of the Unova region, that's Alder. And Sharon's just gonna clown on Alder for a little bit. Because Alder's being a little bit of a... I don't know what I'm gonna... Nothing I can say about Alder's gonna be nice. Because for some reason he's just chilling in the middle of the region while Team Plasma's slowly gaining more and more power. I also don't know why he's teaching little kids. Wait, I just realized something. Is it possible? No, okay. I was thinking, because in Pokemon Black and White 2, you also battle two trainers that all their helps, and I was wondering if this was these same two trainers, but it isn't. Would have been some nice plot continuity, but I guess not. Okay, Fake Out's nice, because I guess it just saves us a little bit of time, then we return the right. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of this mid-game, as you can see here, becomes just stalling, or just doing a... I wasn't supposed to crunch there, but that should still kill, yeah. A lot of this mid-game just becomes doing battles in quick succession and as quick as possible. So at any point, if you want to butt in with any messages, just go ahead.
I just want to say that I'm seeing another double battle there, which is nice to see.
Oh my god, why do I not remember the number of double battles? I think...
That wasn't a criticism, it was just a comment.
No, I know. But if I forget... if there are any other double battles for the rest of this run, I also don't remember them. Let me think. Yeah, there's none between Clay and Skyla. There's none between Skyla and Drayden? I don't... Or, not Drayden. Drayden's 7 in Black White 2. Skyla and... Bryson. I don't... Yeah, I think that might be the last double battle. No promises, though. I might be lying to you all again.
Have you got a... So I'll just say a few words?
Yeah, go ahead.
Looking at the rather cool bridge cutscene there. Right, I was just going to say thank you again for watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. Remember, we are raising money to support Crisis, who are a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training and support, housing, employment and health. 100% of your donations will be supporting Crisis. We would also like to thank BSG for supporting this marathon. They hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands, and they have supported UKSG from the beginning by spreading the word and providing us with a channel to stream on in past sessions, among other things. Mark your calendars, because BSG is celebrating their 5-year lustrum soon on February the 27th and the 28th. And BSG Online 4 submissions also open up on Sunday. All of these events are streamed on this very channel, so you won't need to go very far to watch them.
The way you said, so you don't have to go very far to watch them, went in tune with the music for some reason. I just noticed that. Alright, so now we're in the cold storage, and let's... Oh, nice. Thank you for turning on me when right as I was about to pass you. So there are a few spinners here. I'm going to try to do my movement as fast as possible because I want to look slightly impressive, but I really can't promise anything. Okay, that was actually not bad. Turn. There we go. What? I've never seen that. Interesting. Well.
Another one!
Yeah, I once I started passing the spinners like that, I don't know why that happens. I'm sure there's someone in the chat who's smarter than me who can explain that. I don't know if I just did something wrong, but I don't know. Whoa, okay, that was some stuttering. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but it's not the end of the world. We get a little bit of experience. Yeah, it's... Oh, no. Well, we're never gonna go under estimate now. Run's dead.
Hey, don't panic.
I'm kidding.
Chill. We're good. Can I just comment on Herdia's sprite there? I rather like it. It's
yeah.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, Stoutland's pretty cool. There's one point in this run in which, so something I want to point out. I think our Stoutland is female. There's one point in this run in which we actually lose time potentially to having a female Stoutland. It's not much time but it's because a Swoobat in Skyla's gym can use Attract on you, and that Swoobat is male, which means it's potential for us to lose a good bit of time there. But if it goes well, we're fine. So it's not worth finding a male because you really don't lose enough time for it to change much. Alright, so this is just another Team Plasma gauntlet of trainers. And we're just going to spam one move to kill all of them again. I'm starting to sense a pattern here, and that's just that Team Plasma does not know when to give up. because they clearly can't win. Like, we're consistently just walloping them, and yet they just keep coming back for more. And I don't know why that is, but I mean, they can do what they want. Who am I to judge?
Well, with that being said, then let's discuss evil teams while we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Then, so we've talked about Team Plasma. Are Team Plasma your favorite evil team in the series, or do you prefer another one?
Yeah, I mean, Gen 5 is overall my favorite generation, so I'd probably have to say, yeah, the Team Plasma is one of the coolest evil teams, just because I think they're kind of funny in a way, because they have the incompetence of all the other evil teams, but it's like their incompetence. I was supposed to crunch there. Their incompetence is like up to the next level because of like what they're talking about and what their motives are. Like,
Yeah.
incompetence is fine, but when it turns into you literally kicking Pokemon, it's a little questionable. Like, I think they're an interesting team for sure. Other than that, I think I'm not sure what team I like after that, because yeah, it's I'm not sure. Alright.
Okay, that's very interesting. No, I think I prefer Team Rocket, but that's because I'm traditional and I started with Gen 1. But
Yeah, people who play Gen 1 originally generally would see that. I like Team Rocket, yeah. They're pretty incompetent too.
Yes.
I need a good bit of incompetence with my evil teams. It adds for some good humor when the evil teams just have no clue what they're doing. And yeah, other than that, I think, yeah, Team Rocket's cool. You get to see them a lot more than any other evil team just because of the amount of Gen 1 and Gen 2 remakes there are. So, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Team Rocket. But, Team Magma and Aqua's, little, I guess, what's the word? Conflict.
They're interesting, aren't they? They're quite good. I enjoyed the sort of dichotomy there, the sort of the reversal, the two different perspectives, if you like.
Yeah, the juxtaposition of their two different ideas. Let's see. Okay, now we just go to the gym, and here's a cutscene. So we were allowed to rest our hands through that last cutscene, but we're right back to mashing. Gets us only freeze Pokemon from wicked people. This is what I was talking about, how he's a master manipulator. Because they literally stole Bianca's Pokemon, and as much as I think Bianca's annoying, I don't know if there's anyone who's, like, genuinely kinder than Bianca in Pokemon games. So saying that they only clear free Pokemon from wicked people is just a lie, but I guess the fact that Clay's not particularly intelligent gets us to manipulate him pretty easily. Okay. Oops. So this is the Driftveil gym. This gym is just one-shot simulator. just farm one-shots, honestly. Cause like literally everything we have to battle, except for the last Pokemon in the gym, is a one-shot. Clay is could be a little frustrating. I don't think I'm gonna save for Clay, just because I don't think I need to. If I really needed to heal, I'll just Hyper Potion, I think. And now I'm second-guessing myself. No, I won't heal. Alright. I've committed to not healing. Or to not saving, sorry. Because Clay, it's possible to die to Clay from full, but it's very, very unlikely. Actually, that's good one. I just went up the wrong way. I just zoned out and went the wrong way. Cool. Whoops. Sorry about that. We're fine though.
No worries. You're doing fantastic.
I'm not sure
Enjoy
how
this.
I am in terms of PP now, unfortunately.
Can I ask?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, sorry. Can I ask you about this gym? What do you think about the layout of this gym? This is an interesting one.
It's interesting. I think it does a very good job at displaying kind of because Clay is, I'm pretty sure, called the Minor King. Yeah, because they set a business. Yeah, it's very good at proving that he's exactly what they're claiming. So we were actually supposed to go, I believe. Okay. Whoops. That was not the best, because now we're in a little bit of a problem with our PP. We might need to PC heal just for the sake of guaranteeing we'll have good PP here. I'm not sure, but I think I will just for safety because it's a marathon and I'd rather not regret this later on. Okay. Yeah, everything in this gym's just a clean one-shot, as you can see. And we've hit, what, 3 optionals now? It's not bad. Everything in this gym's pretty much a clean one-shot, so we just get to... I believe it's this way. To walk around the gym. It is. Cool. We just get to walk around the gym and one-shot everything. And then go to Clay, I set up one return, and then one-shot everything. The one annoying thing about Clay is that he does have moves that can lower your speed, in which case you speed tie with Palpitoad, which is the second Pokemon that you need to set up on. So hopefully we won't get our speed lowered, and we'll get Aqua Ring, I believe. And that's just a better move to get here, but I can't guarantee we will or won't get it. So here comes Clay. We actually didn't take any damage that gym. We are at full health, which means we don't have to heal for Clay at all. I really like the way that they go down. I can't speak. I really like the animation for getting down into the bottom depths of the gym here. The way there's like all these ores around them and stuff. So here's the Clay fight. We should be getting our 5th badge pretty soon. Luckily, the nice thing about this gym fight is that his Krokorok does not have Intimidate, instead it has Moxie, which would be annoying if we planned on dying, but I don't plan on dying, so it's actually quite a bit better.
Good plan.
Yeah, generally I don't include in my notes die. That generally doesn't go particularly well. So please, we're -1 speed now. Let's win the speed tie. Nice. Well, we're fine. Unless Excadrill decides to troll us. But it shouldn't? Okay. Don't Hone Claws. Oh, actually, we're still fine to Hone Claws here, I'm pretty sure. Just Rock Slide. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, cool. We're good. So I'm gonna PC heal just for safety coming up here. But that's Clay. And we level up to level 36. We get I believe it's the Quake badge. I'm trying to remember all the gym badges names now. Yeah. This is the Quake badge. And we are done the 5th gym.
Congratulations. You mentioned earlier that this is your favourite generation, but and obviously you enjoy and run this one, but do you run any other generations of Pokemon at all?
I run gens. I've run Gen 1. I think I've run Gen 2 like once, and I never went back to it because I just don't have the time normally. I've run some Gen 3 ROM hacks. I've done a speedrun of, I've done Black and White too, obviously, quite a few times. So I've done Gen 5. I've tried Gen 6, but unfortunately I don't have a 3DS capture card, so I can't really do much with that. But, okay, 11 Max Repels here. Yeah, so I speedrun a lot of Pokemon things. So it says to buy 11 Super Potions if completely out. I don't know if that's a typo, and it means to get Hyper Potions, but I'm gonna buy some Supers anyway. Just so I have a little bit of both, just for some marathon safety. Because I don't actually need any more money from here on out. You know what I should have PC healed. I'm not used to being low on PP right now, so... Because I used the wrong move multiple times. Swap Snivy. Swap this, and okay. That was pretty quick. So, you know what I feel like it's been a long time since? I feel like it's been a bit too long since we fought Bianca, honestly. I think we need to fight her again.
You had to say it.
Yep, I don't think we've battled her enough, honestly. This is only Bianca 4. So... so we've only fought Bianca 4 times, Sharon 5 times, and N 4 times. So, you know... or 3 times for N, sorry. So we've only done like 12 rival fights. I think we need a few more, honestly.
Yeah, could always do more.
Yeah, there's just not enough rival fights in this game. Luckily, yeah, the rival fights in this game are never really a big threat, which is a really big advantage about having about having our good friend Stoutland is that we're not weak to anything that they have, unlike we would be if we were to have an Embor. This is about where we get Embor, by the way. So now every time we send out Stoutland, we save a little bit of time over Embor's route because of the heavy animation that Embor has, because Embor's a thick boy. Alright. So we beat Bianca. Again, the rival fights are never really a threat, other than, I guess, if we count N as a rival, the last N fight. Alright, so... time to... I don't need to heal, actually, because... Alright, there we go. I stopped one tile before the grass for once. I'm very bad with that.
You mentioned the PP just now. We're obviously healing it up. Is PP management normally a major issue, or is it something that's generally not too difficult to manage during the run?
It's not too bad, no. I think it's really not that bad. I just messed up. If you do the minimum amount of fights, you should always be fine. It's just I obviously am running a marathon, and it's impossible to do the minimum amount of fights in a marathon. I was only supposed to buy 11. Okay. I wanted to slow down there just because if we hit that guy, I'd rather not. And it's faster to just risk that. Okay. So Clay is gonna help us get through. He's gonna help us get through into Chargestone Cave. So there was just some random Galvantula nest just randomly sitting there. Definitely coincidental, and there's no reason that it was there other than coincidence. In case anyone's not getting it, it's not a coincidence. Alright. So we're gonna go in here and immediately see our good friend N. So he's just gonna talk to us, and I want him to diss us, so I'm gonna take a specific dialogue option. I want N to offend me. Does it surprise me I've been chosen? Oh wait, I said yes. Never mind. Whoops. Okay, so if you say no, he says, of course, if you don't understand it, it won't surprise you. And that hurt my feelings the first time I heard it. Like, that's just mean. It's too far, honestly. And here's Bianca, because she needs to talk to us again. Like, it's just stuff she really could have told us. Why didn't they just make her rival fight in this cave?
Again?
Yeah, she talks to us again. It's just Bianca Simulator. Alright. Luckily, we're good now. I believe there's a spinner here. No, there isn't. There's a runner, though. Of course. Good one. Cool. Right in front of me immediately when I turn. Alright, I believe the spinner has... I don't actually remember. An Archon, that's fine. We just crunch this thing. Nice thing about Archon is that it doesn't deal too much damage as long as you get it below half health because of its defeatist ability. So if we don't one-shot it, it shouldn't do much to me. Yeah, see, it only did 19 there, so we're in perfect health. Excuse me. So, we gotta get the hidden elixir up here. Don't know why I couldn't. There we go. I was taking a step slowly. Alright, when the repel stops, equip the lucky egg. Max repel. And we elixir. Which we really don't need to do. But because we... And we PP up return. And we don't need a hyper potion, so we're good. Alright. So there's a little thing called plasma skip that it's very unlikely that we'll ever get it. Especially in a marathon, but it'd be pretty crazy if we did. So you can actually, you saw those dust clouds that appear in the top left corner. If one of those appears in front of a specific trainer, we can dodge that trainer, like if that dust cloud clears, because it impedes their vision for some reason. So I can actually, skip a battle if I get insanely lucky here. It's not likely, but I'm allowed to pray. I'm allowed to hope. So, now we have to start another Plasma Gauntlet. Only two things are certain in Pokemon Black and White. Bianca and the Plasma Gauntlets. Like, you're going to have one of the two every single gym. It's just a guarantee. So, this is the start of the next Plasma Gauntlet, which, gets a little annoying after a while. I'm sure it's not too stale right now, but battling Team Plasma gets a little bit repetitive after a while. And this becomes that while. Okay. So, yeah, I can get away with this. No, I can't. Can I? Yes, I can. That was interesting. Okay, so let's see if I can... Nice one. That was terrible. I was trying to turn frame, but because turn framing on bike actually saves you like a couple frames from movement. It's weird, I don't know why it works like that, but when you bonk on the bike and then turn, it's faster than just turning. That was a miss as well. Okay, cool. Good one.
Could I take a minute or two to talk about some incentives coming up later on? If that's okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, as I say, welcome everyone. I hope you're enjoying United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering Winter 2021, raising money for Crisis. We're on all day until about 1 a.m. British time, and again tomorrow. So there is plenty more runs coming up. We do have some bid wars for these runs. So coming up later on today, later on this evening, we have Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Spyro the Dragon 80%, NBS, run by NOS. Absolutely fantastic run. And you can choose the colour of Spyro. You get to choose the dragon colour between black, blue, green, the original, pink, purple, red, or yellow. So if you're interested in multicoloured Spyros, please get those donations in for that. We've also got Save and Kill the Marvin for the Titanfall 2 run. If currently we're $10 towards saving the Marvin and nothing towards killing the Marvin. So if you want to kill or save your Marvin, please get those donations in.
Can we get some donations toward killing the Marvin, please?
Yeah, let's get those donations in. You heard Ed. Let's get some donations in towards killing the Marvin. And the one final one I want to mention quickly is right at the end of the marathon, we have the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater run, and we've got the Tuxedo incentive. If we meet $200, and we're currently on $145, Apache will use the Tuxedo camo, which will be used in every room possible and makes the already difficult run a lot harder. The guards can spot you more easy, and you can also have no disguise for certain parts of the run. So it is a lot harder. It really ramps up the pressure on the runner there. We only need another $55 to hit that incentive. So please get your donations in. Remember, it all benefits Crisis. Thank you very much indeed, Ed. Back to the run.
Interesting. Cool. Those are some nice incentives. Get that money in for it. It's for a good cause, and get to see some pretty cool things. So, yeah, we're still in the middle of the Plasma Gauntlet, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get Plasma Skip, which it's not likely anyway, but it would have been cool on a marathon. It would have been insane. But yeah, the Plasma Gauntlet, it's pretty much just, you get to see the same Pokemon over and over. It's basically a combination of Lipards, Trebushes, and Garbodors, Watchogs, Sandiles, and Crocoroks, and just, like, variations of those Pokemon. So there's really not much variation in terms of what the moves you're using. You really return and retaliate like everything. I actually think I could have skipped Plasma there if I had seen that. I don't know. Maybe not. If I had seen that Dust Cloud. But that appeared last second, so unfortunately not. That would have been really cool though. I don't know if you can skip that trainer anyway. Maybe not. Alright. So, once we get out of this area, which is the last trainer in the Plasma Gauntlet, we get to do Oops! Does that kill? Yeah, I deserve that. We get to battle N4, because the first 3 Ns weren't quite enough for the first 5 badges. So time to do another one. Here's our good friend N. He's gonna ask if we have a dream. I'm gonna say yes, because I'd rather he not diss me. I know I wanted him to diss me earlier, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit longer to say you don't have a dream. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. I haven't looked that much into optimization. My bad. Okay. So, hopefully Boldor will be nice. Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't Iron Defense again. Work up. Of course you did. Work up. Okay, please kill. I don't think it will, no. 21 health. Iron Barb's recoil is 16 damage. Alright, we're fine. Barely, but we are fine. I could heal here anyway, just because we're gonna need to heal at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna heal here anyway, just so that we don't get... oops, punished later on. Alright. So... the Iron Defense, nice. I forgot that Ferroseed also has Iron Defense. Fair enough. Alright, so that's pretty much N. N's pretty easy in all of his fights, except for, like, the last one. I believe this is actually the last... one of the last N fights in the game, weirdly enough. My guy just kind of disappears now. After this. He doesn't disappear, but he's got more important things to focus on. Such as, not getting that Zekrom that we talked about earlier, because I assure you, he does not get Zekrom. Alright. Professor Juniper... oh, look who it is! I just realized. It's our good friend Bianca.
I was just about to say, so instead of fighting N again, we just get to fight Bianca more.
Yeah, we just get to fight Bianca and Sharon. Speedruns changed my opinion on them, because I used to think Bianca was way better, and now I really don't have an opinion on either of them, because they're both equally annoying. Okay. So, this is Mistralton City. It's also where we meet Skyla, which is the gym that I was talking about earlier when I said that, lawsuit material. This is that gym. Unfortunately, we can't battle Skyla immediately, because she saw a sick Pokemon on the top of the tower. I probably should have waited for her to say that, but whatever. Still. This is Cedric Juniper, also is Professor Juniper's, I guess father? Who is, yeah, another Pokemon professor. So yeah, she saw a sick Pokemon on top of Celestial Tower. We've got to go there. Alright. So when I was doing a run of White 2 recently, I accidentally did Black and White movement on this area and hit the optional. So I'm glad I didn't do Black and White 2 movement in Black and White 1 this time. Okay, we're chilling. I'm fair enough. Oh my. Alright, that's bad. That's really bad. I don't know why I did that. I never do that. Okay, what are we gonna use here on Swab? I guess. I feel like, oh, that's gonna be really annoying. Let's not stall me out, please. It's just a suggestion. Oh my god, dude. Wait, I need those crunches. No, I don't. Oh, that's a nice crit. If I need to, I'll take the Keel House, but I don't think I will. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm a little rusty from not being able to do very many runs because of my school. It's frustrating when you've got a lot of time taken up. Anyway, we're fine now. So, hopefully we can do some super clean movement through this tower. So, something that people might not know about this tower is that when you press the B button, it actually moves the spinners. Not in this area, but the trainers that spin, for some reason, if you just press B, they move. But only when you press B. So, we use that to be able to only have to battle one trainer. If I choke my movement, I'll have to battle 2 or 3. But I wouldn't do something like that. Come on. That's not possible.
Nope, not gonna happen.
No. Impossible. Alright. Solosis here is a return. For some reason, Solosis... oh, it's a Retaliate, actually, but I don't have a Retaliate PP. That's fine. Return's basically just Retaliate. I might need to take the Heal House, yeah. On my, I've hit so many optionals this run that everything's messed up. Still not that bad, though, I don't think. This isn't a terrible run.
It's a very good run from our perspective. I have to say, I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you. Alright. Okay, so yeah, look at this. Move this guy. Why does it spin that way? I've done it again! They said I couldn't throw any harder, and I did it again. Wow. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, I'm so sorry. Yeah, oof, I'm not sure how I'm gonna be in terms of PP, actually. This is gonna be close. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, this is tough. I am so sorry, but I think I might need to heal again. Like, use a PC heal or a heal house. I'm not sure which one makes more sense. I think the PC heal does, because we... Okay, we're fine now. Let's be very careful with what we're doing here. Okay, move that way. Unfortunately, the way these spin, or the way that they move when you press B, means you actually have to walk for a lot of this unless you're really good at moving. I'm not good at that, so I just walk to play it safer, because if I accidentally let go of B and press it again, it's over. Alright, so we have to ring the bell. Don't ask why. She just wants us to ring the bell. Why? No, I don't know. She wants to see something about your character. Skyla's an interesting character. Not only because, she's like, her gym. I guess her gym's the weirdest thing about her. Like, literally just lawsuit central. Yeah, I've got to teach fly now. HHM fly to Woobat. And then fly to Strelton City. Because it's faster to fly, obviously, from the top of the tower than it is to get all the way down, dodging all the spinners. I'm just gonna go PC heal, because... Whoa. Because I'd much rather have extra PP than not enough. This has been the run of the extra PC heals, honestly. This feels like how I used to play when I first started running the game, and it's kind of sad. Like, I used to have to do so many extra PC heals, because I just couldn't hit. Alright. Okay, so time for Skyla's gym. So, you really wouldn't want to know Skyla in real life, because this is such a, like, safety hazard. And it looks bad enough right now, the fact that you're being fired at a, like, surely the shock that's absorbed by your knees is enough to, like, cripple you for life, right? I have to imagine that it's not very healthy. But, yeah. This isn't even the worst cannon. There's a cannon that literally fires you straight into a wall. Oh, Skyla. I don't understand why she's looking to be sued, but she is.
I was gonna say, lots of health and safety issues there.
Yeah, gym leaders have to be exempt from lawsuits or something. So because of all these extra optionals we hit, we get reversal early. And reversal is going to be a very important move for the future of this run. Because if you look at our moveset right now, you'll notice that we have nothing for steel types. That will be that could be quite an issue. Yeah, in fact, it will be quite an issue without reversal. So reversal kind of saves us pretty hard there. Alright, I need to remind myself to enter from the side cannon here. If I don't, I have to fight an extra trainer, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to not fight any extra trainers for the rest of the run. Because I'm sure nobody wants to see me hit more optionals at this point. So, yeah, Skyla's Gym is just another show of how strong Stoutland is, especially because we have the Lucky Egg. We're just so over-leveled to the point of which we just have to return our way through every battle, and we don't die, and we don't take any damage. And you wouldn't think that it'd be that strong, but it is. Oops. I guess it's also because we got max friendship now. So this is an annoying fight because not only does it have detect, but it also returns at 81.25% range, which is, I believe, 14 and 16, though I'm not completely sure. Might be... or 13. I think it might be, it's either 14 or 13. It's not that important. The percentages. Oh my god. We're gonna miss the range, too. Well, nice casual double detect. We get to level 43. The nice thing about this is I think we actually win the reversal speed, or the speed tie against Swoobat here, which means we don't have to worry about getting attracted because we hit extra trainers. So I mean, I guess that's one benefit from throwing. If you've got any messages or donations you want to read out or something, go ahead now.
Okay, yeah, no problem at all. I would just like to remind everybody and thank you for watching UKSG Winter 2021. I hope you are enjoying the fantastic Pokemon Black one. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, the fantastic Pokemon Black one. Very, very entertaining. Absolutely enjoying it. Remember, we are here, however, to raise some money for Crisis. So if it's at all possible for you to get some donations in, that would be really, really appreciated. Remember that we've currently raised $1,160
Nice.
towards an amazing cause. So if you could please keep those donations coming in, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much indeed.
Ouch. Yes, I'm suing Skyla after this round. That had to have hurt. My lawyer will be in touch. Slammed into the wall. Like, how this gym's... That's probably why her gym was remodeled in black and white too. Because she was probably told that they'd have to close down her gym if she didn't change what she was doing. Skyla's one of the safer gym fights. I don't know if it's possible to die to Skyla. I guess maybe if you misplay, but I don't think if you play perfectly it's possible.
Is she safer than her gym then? A lot safer.
Yeah, I guess she needs to find a way to stop challengers from winning, so she just figures if she can give them, like, 3 broken ribs and brain damage, then maybe they won't beat her. That's the only thing I can think of, because her gym's really... Her fight is really easy. Must be our strategy. Okay, so now we get the... I believe it's the Jet Badge. I can't perfectly remember the badge names, but I believe it is. It looks really cool. I like the way this badge is designed, personally. All the badges in this game look really cool, other than I guess Lenora's is a little bit basic, but it is called the basic badge, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I like the badge designs.
Yeah. The trio badge is really cool because it's got all 3 of the colors. And anyway, Team Plasma is heading for Icarus City. No, don't worry about that, guys. That won't be a threat at all. The plot definitely does not kick it into high gear coming up. Oh, who's this guy? So En just wants to talk to our Pokemon. So he wants to talk to our Stoutland. This is actually slightly slower than it would be with Emboar, because it would say, "Hey Emboar," which is a few characters less, but like 2 frames is a little bit less than yeah, 2 frames is a little bit less time lost than you save in the entire run. So, now we've got to go to Twist Mountain. Hopefully my movement will be decent here. It doesn't really need to be amazing. But if we get something decent here... Oops. Use Max Repel and Elixir. Okay, so we're out of elixirs now. That shouldn't... I don't think that's no, that's not a problem. In the normal route, that's not a problem, so I don't know why it would be here. You've noticed I haven't had to safety save in a while. That'll change pretty soon. I don't think we've had to save since Elisa. So it's been quite a while. It's time for that to change. I said I'm not going to hit any more optionals, so I made very sure. Yeah, because the next fight, we want to take some damage to get knocked into reversal HP. Because the way reversal works is it's essentially flail, but fighting type. So the lower your health, the more damage it deals. And so that gives you the ability to, when you're really low health, or to just play through the game at pretty low health and get away with it, and then deal a bunch of extra damage. So that's what we do for a lot of dark types. Okay, don't detect again. And it allows us to pretty much just roll through them. Cool. We're good. Ignite. Yeah, this fight's fine. Now we do need to take a little bit of damage on Hiker Terrell here, or Terrell, because of getting knocked into reversal health. So we want to take a little bit of damage here. So yeah, around the middle of the game and mid-late game is where it gets very repetitive, because there's not much other than fighting the exact same Pokemon over and over and over. Which is a little bit annoying, but I'll try my best to keep y'all entertained for the just going through trainers. So I said my seed was in the winter for a reason earlier. The reason is for Twist Mountain. So Twist Mountain is a completely different, pretty much a completely different place in the winter. And so you're able to just go through really quickly and avoid having to fight anyone in the mountain, which you'll see in a minute after I fight Hiker Terrell. So we're gonna safety save in front of him. Hopefully, so we're about 2 hours into this round. That gives me a good estimate. Alright, so it's about an hour and a half left. Okay. So hopefully he'll do just enough damage to knock us into a good health. So we could get a good roll here, and then we don't need to work up. So I'm not sure if we're gonna get that good roll. Oh, we're actually really high level, so we probably will get that good roll. Yeah. Iron defense though, so we're gonna work up anyway. I don't know if I kill now. I don't think I will. No. 84? Okay, it's an 88% range here. So even if we missed... Oh, that's a misclick. We're fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, because that just guarantees the kill. Girder is a little bit scary because it didn't look like it, but it has Wake Up Slap, which does 36 to 42 damage. And obviously, we'd rather not take 40 plus damage. That'd be quite bad, especially if it crits, because then we're very likely to die. So Clay is going to probably talk to us about Team Plasma for a little bit, because Clay is also very talkative. Luckily, we didn't get spammed by Clay. Ooh, that was really clean. A little bit less clean here. Okay, so yeah, this is why we go through in the winter. I'm sure you can see now. Ooh, please don't give me an encounter. Thank you. Lucky. Alright. So, if we... Team Plasma's just gonna crash talk again. God, this is so repetitive. This game's plot gets really repetitive quickly, but so my dialogue gets repetitive. Jaron's actually starting to wonder, or have some internal conflict. He's wondering why he wants to be strong, which is a good question. I don't know. You tell me, Sharon. You probably just want to be strong. Isn't that what you told Alder? You just want to be strong? What other goal is there? Time for Reversal the Gym, where we just need to hope we get hit into reversal health, pretty much. If we don't, well then, we're gonna have to do some weird setting up later on in the game. Okay. We don't need to get the rare candies here, which is nice, because of Stoutland's route. In the old Lilliput Stout, or in the old Embor route, you did need to get rare candies. So we're going to stall here for a second on Diagonal. So we're going to work up and hope you hit me. That's frustrating. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to try this. This Diagonal doesn't want to cooperate. I'm not risking it. Because all that thing needs to do is crit me now, and we're not in a good position. Well, it looks like we're going to have to do some reversal stalling coming up later on. Where is it? It's Dragon Spiral Tower. Nice amount of experience, by the way. So, just running out of things to say. We're just gonna plow through this gym. It's an interesting concept, honestly. The fact that there's so much ice that you just slide around. It's kind of a similar concept to the gym that they have in Morty's. No, it's not Morty. It's Price's gym in Pokemon Gold and Silver, where you kind of slide across the ice, except there's little and use, I guess, rocks and stuff to deflect your movement. So it's cool. The movement in this gym's really interesting as well. Or it's really interesting because there's a reason this isn't called any % glitchless. Because there's one tiny little glitch we take advantage of in this gym, which you will see probably in a couple minutes. Okay, so yeah, this is we spam Crunch on a lot of these Cubchews, which have Endure. And obviously getting Endured is a little bit annoying. It doesn't lose us too much time. Oops, I'm supposed to fight here. But it doesn't save us any time, that's for sure. So it's just a little bit of an overall inconvenience. Luckily, we're almost done with Endure Pokemon. This is the last thing that has Endure, I believe. This last Cubchoo.
Just gotta say, Cubchoo is incredibly cute.
Yeah, it is. And, of course, as a send-off to the move Endure, it's going to Endure me. Because we needed more of them. It's unfortunate that, like, that Endures... I guess this is probably one of the more RNG-dependent parts of the run. It's, like, not losing a turn to Endure. It's very annoying, obviously, to get hit with Endure every single, like, multiple times in one gym. Yeah, so the movement's interesting, because it's... Oops. Unless you do what I just did, it's very hard to do suboptimal. Oh my god, unless you do what I just did, it's very hard to mess up movement. Okay, we're saved. I did it again. Okay, there we go. We saved it. That's not the end of the world. None of this is... We're getting little time losses, but it's nothing too big. Okay. So, now we are done using Endure, and we just need to spam Return for this guy, I believe. Yeah, Return. Our health is not in Reversal health, which is unfortunate, but there's really nothing else we can do to guarantee that we are. There's a chance we'll get Reversal health from this next fight against Bryson here, but it's not super likely, so we'll just have to play as if we won't, and if we do, it's just a bonus. Okay, so here's why it's not called any % glitchless. This rock right here. You can just literally just phase through that rock for no reason. That just doesn't have a hitbox in it, so you can just go through there and get freely travel the gym. It's a shame there aren't more rocks like that in the gym, because it'd be nice to not have to battle all these trainers. Bryson's a cool gym leader. I like how he still has a career. I like how they show in Black and White too, so how he still has a career after he's no longer a gym leader, and how he is Bryson Man with the Pokestar Studios. Okay. So we didn't get Reversal health, which is annoying, but don't know what I expected. I couldn't have expected any less from this fight. We can get Reversal health at certain spots where Liepard has Fake Out, and we don't need super high Reversal health coming up, so yeah, we can probably get away with it for a decent amount of time with this health, and then just take damage on Liepards. Because we don't actually need good Reversal health until the final Team Plasma Gauntlet. And by final, I don't mean next. I mean there's another Team Plasma Gauntlet. Oh boy. Yeah. The Team Plasma Gauntlet is a really good chance for any announcements. Because that starts right here, pretty much. When we exit the gym, we're going to be greeted by Bryson and our two favorite people other than Bryson, Sharon and Bianca. So, Bryson is apparently 5-head, so he sees that the Shadow Triad is just chilling. So he tells them, or he calls them out and gets told to go to the Dragon's Pile Tower. Nothing interesting is going to happen at the Dragon's Pile Tower, I promise you. And it's not related to the Zekrom that they were talking about earlier, I promise you. I assure you nothing good happens here. Alright. Really, Bianca? I keep forgetting that she has to talk to, or that she talks multiple times again. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, the time of day just changed actively during our run. That's really interesting, because I guess it flipped over to 7 p.m. As you can see by the 1900. So now we're in the nice-looking nighttime, sorry. Okay. We're gonna have to max repel right here. Because unfortunately this area can generate encounters. None of the rest of the place can, I don't think. But this place can, so this floor is able to generate encounters, and I wouldn't know anyway. But is something going on a rampage at the top of the tower? Or going wild, sorry. I remember these lines of dialogue pretty well. For some reason I remember the one coming up. It's shocking! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! It's just, this game's interesting. So, we're just gonna traverse the fallen columns and head our way into the next Plasma Gauntlet. Oh yeah, no, we gotta go this way first. So, this would be annoying if you didn't know what you were doing, because there's a lot of puzzles in this place. I'm just thinking, from an architectural standpoint, I don't understand why this place was built like this. I get that it's old and decayed, but why? Buildings don't decay like that. It's just in bad shape. They just built it weirdly.
Do we have time for a few words?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Well, again, we'd like to thank everybody for watching United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. Normally, we are a 2-day speedrunning marathon held 4 times a year in Glasgow, Scotland. But due to the situation with COVID-19, we're bringing you 3 days of exciting speedruns from the comfort of our own homes to yours. We are also raising money to support Crisis, who are a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training and support with housing, employment and health. 100% of your donations will be supporting Crisis. Please make sure to get those donations in. We've currently raised $1,160 for that amazing cause, but I'm sure we can get that total just a little bit higher with your generous donations. Thank you very much indeed, and I hope you're enjoying the run as much as I am. I must say, Ed, this run has just been amazing. It's been so much fun. So keep going. It's brilliant. Looking forward to seeing the rest of it.
Thank you. Okay, so we still aren't on reversal health yet. We need a perfect reversal health will eventually get us to below 57 health, but we can work with the health we've got right now throughout the entire area. It's a little bit riskier, which sounds weird, but reversal makes a 87.5% range later guaranteed with 57 or less health, so it actually does save to be in low HP later on. It's weird because of the way reversal works, you benefit from being close to death. So it's gimmicky, but because you know your stats, you can guarantee that you'll always be in health that you're fine with, and always be in health. You can always guarantee that ranges won't kill you. I don't know if I explained ranges, by the way. Pokemon moves aren't guaranteed to. It's a little late for me to explain it. Pokemon moves aren't guaranteed to do the same amount of damage every time. So, if I were to attack something with, let's say Tackle, early in the game, it might deal 9 damage one time and then 10 the next, because the game rolls a random number to determine how much damage you do based on the move power and all that. There's a random multiplier, so sometimes that's why you have to heal to certain amounts of health, because it's a range to die to a move if you're below a certain amount of HP. So it's very nice that at least they have the... yeah, it's very nice that at least there's notes that show what ranges you need to be safe from. And again, Stoutland is just so good to run with throughout this. Like, it just one-shots almost everything. And anything it doesn't one-shot, it just has set up once or twice. So, oops. There we go. Here's another puzzle, because we need more puzzles. This is not the right way, is it? Yeah, I caught myself, at least. It's this way. No, it's... What am I... Oh my god, this is... It's all falling apart. Alright, I have the memory, it's just for some reason I can't put it together.
Alright, you're doing fine, keep going.
Alright, so there's a max elixir up here. It's shocking! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Anyway, there's a max elixir up here. And we're gonna grab that just because we need something to restore our PP before the last gauntlet. So let's quickly do this. And, alright. So, Giallo is going to force us to do 4 unnecessary battles in a row. Lovely. It's completely necessary.
Unnecessary battles in this game?
Never. Unnecessary battles who? I've never heard of them. Like, what unnecessary battles? Alright, so we're in good enough health that we can get away with reversaling everything right now. Yeah, all we're gonna do is hopefully have a better range when we get to the Relic Castle later on. But I don't know if we're gonna... Yeah, we're probably not gonna get that anyway. But it really doesn't matter that much. We're good for now. Alright. These 4 battles, like, are pretty much all just the same thing. It's like I said, it's all just a combination of Watchog, Leopard, Scraggy, and like Garbodor and stuff. And I guess also there are, yeah, Watchog, Leopard, Scraggy, Krokorok, and Garbodor pretty much throughout the entire Team Plasma. It's a good thing they have a lot of variety in their teams.
So that's nothing new, though. I mean, if you go back to Gen 1 to Team Rocket, I mean, it was always, what, Zubat and Rattata and
And Grimer and stuff. Is that the right move? No. Well, it doesn't matter, because we max Elixir coming up anyway. Luckily, these fights are nice. Nice enough to us that we will be fine in terms of PP, and there's only... I believe this is is this the second or third fight? This is the third, I believe? Honestly, I can't keep track. Yeah, this is the 4th one. The issue is they all have the same Pokemon, so it's impossible to tell. Based on their team, I mean, you could, but I'm not paying... Like, it's hard to remember if you're just mashing through. Watchog dies to a crunch here, which is nice. And gone. Cool. We don't teach Last Resort. Oh wow, we're so overleveled because of the optionals. Normally we get Last Resort like halfway through the desert, or like a couple battles into the Desert Resort. Yeah. They let us pass. And so, that guy that we said was not going to do anything with Zekrom is now doing something with Zekrom, so... I don't understand how one guy can take control of, like, the second, or one of the strongest Pokemon in the region. Especially considering last time we saw him, he had, like, level 20s. Or level 20s and 30s. So I don't know how he's getting a level 51 legendary, or level 50 legendary, but I mean, you do you. We're not judging.
Do we have time for some donations?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Okay, we have received $5 from Aristide Dupuy. I hope I haven't butchered that name too badly. No comment, but thank you very much indeed for your generous donation. Tom's Obi also gives us $5 and says, best regards from Switzerland. Thanks for this awesome Pokemon Black run. Never played it, but now planning to do so soon.
Damn.
So thank you very much indeed for both of those donations.
That's cool. Well, oh, that's really nice, actually. Pokemon Black's a really cool game, yeah. Here comes Alder, by the way. He is finally going to stop being passive, because the champion of the region's actually going to pay attention to the region for once. I know, it's crazy. But now we're going to have to head to the Relic Castle, because we want to find the Lightstone to resurrect Reshiram? I don't know if that's actually the Lightstone. Yes, it is. I want to get the Lightstone to resurrect Reshiram. So we're going to check for it at the Relic Castle, and Bianca, of course, has to add her own useless comment before we leave. And we fight an Nimbasa. Okay, I believe my health is fine, so I don't need a Hyper Potion here. Or Super Potion, sorry. Yeah, the nice thing about my health right now is I don't need a Hyper. Or Super. And I'm also in range that I should be able to deal with everything. Let's not hit this optional, come on. Come on. Turn. Just too good at this game, honestly. Whoops. Other than the fact that I just went through the sand and got an encounter, I'm just too good at this game. Ignore that. You guys saw nothing. Nothing just happened there. I'm doing perfectly fine. I did not just encounter a wild Pokemon. Don't know what you're talking about.
We didn't see it.
Didn't see what? You also didn't see this, by the way. This part's really annoying. I assure you, you saw nothing. Yeah, if you say you didn't see something, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. When we get to the Relic Castle, you'll never guess what's coming up. Another Team Plasma Gauntlet, because we haven't had enough of those. Oops. I don't know why I care about his construction skills, but I'm very proud of you, pal. No, don't do it again. Okay. I'm gonna do myself a massive favor and max Repel right here so that I don't regret this later on. Oh, I should probably max Elixir as well.
Do you think we've had enough Bianca battles yet?
And personally, no. There's one more Bianca battle, I think. Which is not very many, considering Bianca. There is one Sharon battle as well, I believe. This isn't ideal, my movement through here, and I don't know what ideal is, but it's good enough. Whoa, there we go. So here comes Sharon. Finally, Bianca's not being the one who's gonna spam me with text. It's actually Sharon. I need to get off my bike here just so that I can walk around these. Because the sand absorbs you if you have your bike on. If you're on your bike. I'm sure I can get away with, oops, being on my bike, but it's just a lot more precise, and I'm not good with precise movement. Okay, so here's the beginning of the next Plasma Gauntlet. Incoming 87.5% range, so hopefully we'll hit this. But if we don't, there are two 87.5% ranges here, so yeah, hopefully we'll hit this. I don't know if we will. Well, yeah, we're favorable, obviously, but you never know with how many ranges we hit. We're bound to miss one or two. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're looking for the Lightstone by going through Plasma, or by going through the desert, or the Relic. Where's the Relic Castle, I think? I don't know why my brain just shut off, but to do it, Team Plasma's defending it. But as it turns out, you'll see something later. I accidentally ran through that. I wasn't supposed to. It's actually faster to walk through it. To walk into the middle. Alright, so it's not actually... you'll see that we actually are doing all of these Plasma battles in vain. Because as it turns out, there's an interesting fact that we'll come to learn coming up. Okay, here comes the 87.5% range. Let's just hit that for the... Alright, skill. That was all skill, by the way. Yeah, so we'll find out that what we were... Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I didn't know if you could bike through that. Okay. I don't have to do an extra fight, at least. Where am I? Right here. Fine. That was a little concerning. So Garbodor's a pretty easy... Garbodor's one of the easier Pokemon to deal with in this, like, in these runs. 'Cause it's, like, Garbodor and Trubbish are always one-shots no matter what you use on, or no matter what. Like, you've always got something that can guaranteed one-shot them, well, even though that's the case with, like, pretty much every Pokemon in this. It's still, Garbodor's one of the more notable examples. Because you fight a lot of Trubbish. Trubbish could also be taken care of with Crunch, which is cool. I need to remember to get off the bike here. Please get off the bike, Ed. Yeah, I think this is the last that we did. Have I already done our last Bianca fight? No, sorry. The next one's our last Bianca fight. Interestingly enough, we diss Bianca for showing up too much, but you actually do 7 Sharon fights and 5 Biancas. I think the issue is that Bianca shows up and just doesn't, it just says something pointless and then leaves. Take it off my bike. Because it actually gets a little bit repetitive from her after a while. Alright. Coming up here, we've got the final 2 trainer battles right after this, and we can get on our bike again for like a couple seconds. So the next 2 trainers are right next to each other. Nice fake out. So we can just bike over to them. A little bit faster, I think, to both trainers. Oh, nice experience. And yeah, Trubbish is Crunch. Like, Trubbish, every single Trubbish you see is just a Crunch. Which is interesting. I guess other than a few Trubbishes, but ignore what I'm saying at this point.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound very very nice to crunch a Trubbish, but...
Yeah, that doesn't... I'm sure that doesn't taste particularly good. On the other hand, though, I don't think I ever... Oh my god. What? I thought it was on my bike still. On the other hand, I don't think I ever want to find out what crunching a Trubbish tastes like. I can live my life in blissful unawareness. I really don't need to know. Speaking of, there's one more Trubbish we have to battle. Alright, so it's another return. I almost reversaled. Which wouldn't have been the end of the world. Reversal probably still would have killed, but it wouldn't have been a guarantee. I really like Scraggy. I think I said that already, but Scraggy's a cool Pokemon. It's fairly bulky, does decent attack, and like I had a Scraggy in one of my playthroughs of White 2 that pretty much just carried me. It's a pretty solid Pokemon. You give it one of the elemental punches, either Ice or Fire, to deal with one of its flying weakness, and it's really nice. So yeah, we're gonna crunch our last Trubbish, maybe then brush our teeth, and
get a mouthwash.
Yeah, I think you do need some mouthwash. That's surely that doesn't taste very good. Like I said, it's gonna leave a sour taste in your mouth. Okay, so we're done the Plasma Gauntlet. Thank God. Wow, that took. Yeah, it gets... I'm sure you can see how it gets repetitive. And here's Sharon right behind us. So, as it turns out, we got you baited. The Lightstone you seek is not here. We got baited so hard. Unlucky. So now Getsus is just going to insult Alder and make a fool of him, pretty much. Yeah. So Alder's gonna fight for all the trainers. Apparently victory against N is assured. Or victory against Alder is assured. I believe in Alder, honestly. I think Alder can win this. Not sure if anyone else agrees, but I think Alder has a chance to win this. Good god. Yeah, so we're done with Relic Castle. Unfortunately, now we have to fly somewhere. We need to fly to Nakreen City. So they found out where the actual Lightstone is. And it turns out, you know that ordinary stone that our good friend Haas, the assistant director, showed us when we were getting a tour of the museum? It looks rather nice. Well, that is the Lightstone. So, And it turns out the Lightstone was there the entire time. But we just didn't know it. So, now we've got to get the Lightstone. Finally. And apparently it's an intervention, because they're all standing around me. Alright. So a Lightstone was the old stone, yeah. They thought it was the Dragon Skull. If they had sent someone who wasn't incompetent, then they probably would have... Oops. They probably would have had a much easier time dealing with everything, because they would have had the Lightstone and the Darkstone, so they would have had both legendaries. I think we still probably could beat them, but barely. It'd be a lot harder to beat N if he had both legendaries, that's for sure. Alright, now I'm gonna fly. Gotta wait for our good friend Professor Juniper and Professor Cedric Juniper to get out of there. And then Bianca's gonna talk to us because we need more Bianca dialogue. Okay. It's not that bad for Bianca at least. So we're not below 50, so we don't need the Hyper Potion, that's nice. Icarus City. So, coming up is my favorite part of the run. And that's because it's another Bianca fight. I love this game's music, by the way. This city's just, or this town has such nice music. That was super clean. Nice. That was really, really clean. Alright, so, time to battle Bianca again. I say alright so way too much. It's time to battle Bianca. We're going to literally just set up through her again. She's really, really not threatening. And she becomes they become less and less threatening the more and more you become over-leveled, honestly, so... Oop.
Am I right in thinking that this might be the last Bianca fight?
Yeah, it is, I'm pretty sure.
Ah, yes! Sorry, Bianca fans.
No, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, fine. I thought for a second that it might kill me. Because a Retaliate crit might have killed me there. Luckily I didn't get the Retaliate, so we'll never know. Oh boy, it's a good thing I was high enough that Aqua Jet did not kill me. That would have been quite bad. We're in red health now. Not the end of the world. It's a lot scarier than it sounds. Or it's a lot less scary than it sounds. Jeez, it's not that scary. We only use one reversal in this gym, so we really don't need our health to be this low. And also, we need to use a Hyper Potion eventually. So we're gonna have to... We're going to level 54 now. So yeah, we're very, very high level. Having the Lucky Egg just makes it so much easier to gain levels in this. It's the same thing with Gen 5 in Black and White 2. The Lucky Egg really carries you through the run. If we didn't have a Lucky Egg, it'd probably be a much harder run to complete. Much scarier. So we're just gonna go all the way through this. This is, I guess, Bridge Hype 2. Slightly less hype Bridge Hype. And here comes the Shadow Triad. So I guess they need to rub something in. Let's see what niece they need to make fun of us. So my Lord N's thought... Yeah. He's pretty much just saying that we should fight N, and N's guaranteed to win. That he's so pure. Yeah. So he's pretty much saying that his plan's unbeatable. And that it's impossible. There's no chance the legendary Pokemon will accept us, and honestly, I agree with him. It's a shame the legendary Pokemon doesn't accept us in this run. Oh, I actually got on the bike really quickly. So we can actually bike straight forward all the way through this route. Interestingly. He just throws us a useless TM. I think it's a fling, yeah. And we can just bike all the way through. Which is quite nice. Once we get to Opelucid City, we need to listen to Getsis manipulate again. He's gonna trick some folks into pretty much just thinking they should release Pokemon. This gym has, or this city has really nice music, by the way. Like, this gym's music is really, really nice. And just overall, this game's music. And there's Route 10 music coming up, so there's just so much good music here. Like, there's not a bad song for the rest of the game, for reference.
I mean, we were mentioning before we started about the soundtracks, and I was commenting on the soundtracks in the game, but this is probably one of my favorite generations for the soundtrack. It really, really is.
Yeah. It definitely is up there in terms of soundtrack. It's like, it's got such a good variation of music, too, that anyone can find something they like. It's impossible to not like anything in Pokemon's music soundtrack for this game. Because there's like these electronics. There's electronic and there's like much calmer stuff. So it's pretty cool. So, Iris and Drayden are pretty much just gonna chill here. We gotta go to Drayden's house first, because I guess he needs to tell us something that we really don't need to know. He's the strongest trainer in all of Unova. It's interesting because, yeah, I don't think he is. Alright, I'm gonna move one tile here. Like, aren't all the trainers in post-game cities just stronger than him, in theory? All the post-game areas have trainers, like, that are stronger. Okay, so I guess this is the legend of, Reshiram and Zekrom with the Lightstone. So he's just gonna talk about how, they pretty much split up into two different Pokemon. There was once one Pokemon in the, Reshiram and Zekrom were once one Pokemon that were owned by brothers or something like that. But they split up because the brothers' opposing ideals caused conflict. It's complicated, but now we get to beat Drayden. Alright, nice. It's unfortunate this gym uses the original music, because it'd be super cool if this gym used their Black and White 2 music. Black and White 2's gym music's really cool because they have custom music for each gym. And basically, this gym has a really, really, like, epic, almost medieval sounding theme that I think fits really well with what they're looking for in the gym. Okay, I think I'm gonna, what am I gonna heal here? I'm just gonna heal here. There we go. We're fine. I probably would have been fine anyway if I didn't heal yet, but we might as well. If we can heal, we might as well heal. That's at least how I look at this. Okay. So there's quite a few trainers in this gym. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 trainers before the gym fight, which is like an absurdly high number for Pokemon gyms. And they're all mandatory. So this gym's like super slow to get through. But it's also mandatory, so that's just Pokemon Black and White. So many unnecessary battles.
I do have to say, I think this gym is considerably safer than the last one.
I mean,
in terms of your physical safety, maybe not the fights, but not getting shot off against walls and stuff this time.
No, but if you were to fall off these platforms, look how far down the floor is. You're dead.
True, that's true.
Like that's there's no chance you're living that if you go all the way down there. I'm not sure if it's much safer, honestly. Personally, the most dangerous gym's definitely Skylo, then maybe this. Let me think. Clay's isn't great. I mean, if Clay's malfunctions, it's over.
Yeah, the electric gym isn't particularly safe either. You don't want to get run over by a roller coaster.
Yeah. You should have to sign a waiver for half of these gyms. It's just not very safe. I wonder if there's a correlation between the gyms that are like safe in terms of gym battles and the gyms that are scary in terms of layout. Let me think. Lenora's gym's really safe. Yeah, there might be. I think there's a correlation, because Elisa's is a little hard. Skyla's is really hard. Or no, Skyla's is really easy, sorry. Elisa's a little easy. I'm rambling. I'm just gonna... Alright, so... We are about halfway done this gym already, so it's not quite as long as you might have anticipated it to be. But still... very, very slow. Oops. Okay. So the movement, it's very important that you go through a specific path. I don't know if it's actually possible to do the wrong movement through here. Not sure how important it is. And I'm not completely sure. It's probably my bad, but I've always moved the exact same path, so I'm pretty sure it's a linear gym. But it could be otherwise. So this is one of the more annoying fights, just because you have to set up, and it has revenge, and it has rough skin. So you take a little bit of unnecessary damage there, unfortunately. And we're like really high level. This is still nothing compared to Pokemon Black and White 2, though. In Black and White 2, you get up to like level like 70 by the time you're done the Elite Four. So, yeah, there are a lot of similarities between this and Black and White 2, but there are a lot of differences as well. Oh, I forgot. I thought I'd talked to that guy for some reason already. There are 3 trainers left in this gym. This guy, then Ace Trainer Dara and Veteran Kim. Then we just gotta fight Drayden. And then we are, like, really closing in on the end of this run, so... It's, yeah. If you wanna get a donation in for during this run, the best time to do it's within the next little while, because it's not going to be going on for too much longer. Anyway, if you've got any donations or messages, by the way, to read out, this wouldn't be a bad time.
Well, I would just like to say a big thank you to everybody watching. I would like to thank you for watching UKSG Winter 2021, raising money for Crisis. We've raised $1,170 so far. Let's see if we can keep that coming in. It would be really appreciated. And can everybody also please show your appreciation for Ed for this amazing run so far? I know we're not finished yet, but it's been absolutely fantastic. I've really enjoyed every second of it. It's been an honour to be here with you doing the hosting here. So thank you so much indeed. It's been really, really, really fantastic.
You've been a very good host, so good job.
Thank you very much.
You've done a very good job when I get my commentary gets a little bit stale of bringing it back. Alright, we're finishing with the last 2 trainers, which are... All these trainers are easy, but it says we should heal with the Hyper Potion. I did heal earlier, but I'm gonna heal anyway. You better be safe than sorry. Which has been the motto of everything I've said this entire run. I stopped saying it after, like, Berg, and now I'm saying it again. Rough Skin's just overall an annoying ability, I think. It's, like, not only does it add time onto the run, just because you are always dealing... Or you're always getting, basically, a little bit of recoil. But it also, like, gives you... It takes damage, which means you have to heal a lot more often than you would have otherwise. One more trainer left. Cool.
Is there any Pokemon that's particularly bad for Rough Skin, or is it just Rough Skin in general?
Well, I mean, Druddigon is just an overall bad Pokemon to deal with because it has Revenge and Rough Skin. So, like, Revenge crit plus Rough Skin can do a lot of your health, like a very big chunk. And other than that, the only really other Pokemon that has a move like that is Ferrothorn, or Ferroseed, I guess, which N has. And we've already seen Ed with that, or N with that. I think I just said Ed by accident. Okay. Closing in on the Drayden fight. Drayden is pretty easy. The worst thing that can happen is Dragon Tail, because they have Dragon Tail here, and that can switch you out. So if we get really unlucky, we might get Dragon Tailed out. I guess it's 25% to be Dragon Tailed. Hopefully we just won't be, but There's not much really we can do about that. That's out of our control, whether it does or doesn't happen.
I've got a donation for you if you've got time.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. We have received $5 from the emo, who says, "Hey Edhead, thank you for inspiring me and many others. Much love, the emo." Well, thank you very much indeed, the emo, for that amazing $5. It's really appreciated. Thank you for your time.
I actually know who that is, and it's pronounced Timo. Like, that's one of my friends.
I do apologize,
It's
Timo.
fine. Yeah, I've done that before, and Timo got really fucking mad at me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Timo. Forgive me.
I'm sure they don't mind that much. Alright, so this is the Drayden fight. I'm sure I've gotten a DM on Discord that I'll have to check after. Alright, we didn't get Dragon Tailed, which means we're pretty much in the clear now, other than rough skin stalling. Which is really annoying. I really dislike rough skin. I can't make that clear. Luckily, there are there's only a few battles left now until we're getting to the Elite Four. I believe if we play this properly, there are 2 trainer battles until we get to the Elite Four. So hopefully I'll be able to actually only battle 2 trainers, but judging by how this rest of this runs went, I wouldn't be surprised if that's like 6 trainers. I'm sure there are a few optionals I'll probably hit. Okay, well, that's the last badge, the Legend badge, which is a really cool looking badge as well. We've retained all the gym badges in Unova. Gives us Dragon Tail, which we obviously don't use. I don't think Stoutland has a Dragon's Tail. Alright, so Drayden isn't completely confident in Alder. I'd go so far as to say Drayden is a member of the Doubters. So, we need to go to the Elite Four because Drayden thinks we need to back up Alder. So we have all 8 of Univa's gym badges, and Professor Juniper is going to show our way to Route 10, which has some really, really nice music. And she's also going to give us something very cool. No, I don't regret setting out on my journey. She's going to give us the Master Ball, which normally in Pokemon runs isn't used. However, we actually do use the Master Ball in this run, weirdly enough. It's weird, because you don't normally in Pokemon speedruns. Alright, so yeah, she always talks to you and tells you there's a weird storm going on Route 7. So I knew for a fact that I had to stop there. Yeah, being very careful with my movements, that I don't mess anything up. This is the worst time to choke, which I am now in the process of doing. Thank you. Take that. Really nice spinner. So this is our final rival fight. I guess unless you count, N. I'm sorry, I keep spoiling, but... Yeah, it says you'll be battling N, so... If you didn't know that already. So Sharon is a really easy fight. It's actually easier than Bianca was last time. Because Sharon's Liepard does not have Fake Out this time, and Sharon does not have an Intimidate Pokemon, which means you only need to set up 1 workout, and then just spam return. I'm down a return. Ooh, please kill. Ooh, boy. Okay, I should be fine anyway. Yeah, we're fine. I was down 1 return. I'm not sure where that came from, but we're fine now. We saved that. I probably would have been better crunching on Semi-Sage, but it's whatever. Because we still got the kill in 2 turns. Coming up is a spot right after this fight where I am known pretty well for hitting 1 of 2 trainers. Because there's like a double whammy of optionals coming up. So I really need to get past both of them. I probably won't get past both of them. Let's at least try, though. We could at least try. So Sharon fully heals us, which is why we didn't need to center. And of course, Sharon's ready to go, but Bianca's gonna prolong this because that's the Bianca strat.
She's still at it.
I need to have 1 last insult on her, honestly. Okay. Bye, Bianca. Please leave. Thank you. I'm actually gonna get off my bike here, just in case. Yeah, we might have this. Oh, of course. That one just turned into me. There's not much I can do there. We got one of them. That's fine. I take that. Alright. So this guy is not a particularly difficult fight, so I'm not too concerned. How many Pokemon does he have? None of these fights are hard, obviously. They're still under level 40, and we're almost level 60. Ooh, I don't like that. Not a big fan of the 3 Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure the other girl has 3 as well, so... After this part, I'm going to give him, like, a little bit of silence and just enjoy the music of the Victory Road build-up, because that's one of my favorite parts of this game, how each instrument adds in bit by bit. So I think we should appreciate that. Ooh, Scavalier's a really bad Pokemon to have to deal with here. Okay, anyway. It is time to listen to the Elite Four music. Let's get on my bike. Alright. Yeah, the build-up here is really nice. Just because of how it adds in an instrument at a time, and it just sounds... I really like this part. I like this right here, this theme, better than the actual theme. Yeah, that's really cool. And then they add in all the other instruments, and it becomes, in my opinion, slightly less of a pop, but nonetheless, a really, really good Victory Road theme. This has got to be one of the better Victory Road themes. They've also got some really interesting themes as you walk through these rooms. Like Skyla's, yet again, Skyla's is like very questionable. Because if that shuts off, you're dead. Like she's really looking to be sued. Because it all kind of represents the various gyms. I don't know how to get through here quickly, so I'm just gonna... Oh my god. I forgot it all. Okay, we're fine. My brain shuts off a lot. Alright, so here comes the full Victory Road music. So I actually have notes for Victory Road, or my Victory Road picture next to me because I'm really bad at making it through here. This is the only mandatory trainer in Victory Road, and there are 2 trainer fights, or there are 2 fights here. Both are ranges, or no, both aren't ranges. One's a speed tie. They're 2 Pokemon. One's a speed tie, both are guaranteed kills if you hit them. So hopefully we can win the speed tie against our good friend Zebstrika. I'm also going to save for the first Elite Four member, just because if it goes really poorly, it goes really poorly. Kind of crazy how it's a speed tie against a level 45 when we're level 58. That's just how fast Zebstrika is. It's not that Stoland is slow. We don't want Giga Impact. Giga Impact, if we had a move with that power, would be super nice, but obviously we don't want the cooldown. Alright, let's make sure I need to remember that my repel wears off coming up here. There we go. Done. Proud of myself. I've gotten encounters there before. It's not bad. Okay, there are a few spinners coming up. Most notably this kid. Alright. As long as we get past them. Chilling. Is it the fire one? I remembered. Cool. Yeah, so if you've got anything you want to say now before we enter the Elite Four? Not a bad time. I always do this.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Well, again, I can't thank everybody enough for watching United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering Winter 2021. This has been an amazing run so far. We're coming down to the final run. We do have, however, some fantastic runs coming up shortly now. We've got the next run coming up is going to be HUD's 601. running Sonic 3 AIR, not to be missed, not to be missed. So stay tuned with us, folks. Please see if we can keep those donations coming in. All the donations you can give us go towards Crisis. So please, anything you can spare would be really appreciated. Let's back to Ed for the Elite Four.
That Durant was a first tile encounter, by the way. And based on the way it generated, I think that was a Dust Cloud first tile, so I just got really unlucky there. Alright, time for the Elite Four. So, the Elite Four aren't too bad in this. There's some spots where I'm gonna save just because if you get crit, it's a little bit not very fun, to say the least. One thing that shocks me is I'm running on a Desmame and I haven't had any lag all run. Like, I was having bad lag during my PB attempts a while ago. But no, this has been perfectly fine. No technical issues all the way through. So I'm really happy with how this has went. Now, as long as we don't get death stalled on Marshall here, I can continue to be happy. So there may be people wondering how we're going to take care of the fighting type with a normal type. And that is a solid question. And my answer is, we just cheese it, honestly. We just cheese the fight really hard. So we're gonna save here. So what we do is we set up in a way that it will just keep spamming, hopefully keep spamming Bulldoze. And from there, if it doesn't, then we're in trouble. We want to be at about 138 HP going into Sock, because that guarantees we survive a Karate Chop crit. But we obviously can't guarantee that, so hopefully we'll just get lucky. Okay, so we guard spec. This is where we bought those guard specs. Guard spec, work up. So I'm gonna heal just because we're slightly below guaranteed survival range. And we should be fine now. Cool. Alright, so that should guarantee that we win Marshall here. Marshall can go really poorly, but obviously it doesn't appear as though it has. It appears as though we'll be fine. Actually, in a perfect world, I think we get crit here. That sounds weird, but reversal. We want a good reversal for Grimsley. If we don't, though, obviously it's not a dead run. If we actually 138, no, we have 22. We don't want to get crit actually, because that would not be good enough range or health to be in to survive, or to get away with reversal power. Okay, it's gonna crit me anyway. No, it didn't. Cool, that's nice. It's over. GG Marshall. That's the Elite Four member number 1. Cool. Next we've got to deal with our good friend Grimsley, who isn't bad if we just don't throw. Easier said than done. Super. Alright, so have a deal with Grimsley. Interestingly enough, I don't believe Grimsley leads with Lipard in this. He does in Black and White 2, but I always thought he did in this as well. He doesn't. He leads with Scrafty. You can set up on. Scrafty does 60 to 68 damage from Brick Break, which is a little concerning because that means any crit is just bad news. We'll be fine though, I believe. I accidentally just tried to open my bike. Good one. Alright. Elite Four number 2. Alright. Time to guard spec again. So the reason we guard spec on this, on Scrafty, is because Scrafty has sand attack. So we're hoping Scrafty would sand attack here. Cool. Alright, we're good. Right, we're in there. We need to have one. Ooh, we need 137 and less HP to KO with reversal. We're just barely in there. Like that's. We just barely got a good enough roll to be able to reversal. This is where reversal really comes in even more handy on Bisharp. And ideally, we would have been at 1 to 19 health so that we could have reversaled the entire fight. But no. Oh, that didn't kill. Boy, that's concerning. Hey, please don't hyper potion. You do. All right, we still kill now anyway, so we're fine. We've got to heal. I'm gonna. Do I save here? I think I do for Caitlyn. Caitlyn has a Reuniclus that has Focus Blast. I can heal here, actually, it's fine. And Focus Blast does 98 to 116 health. And obviously, if that crits, we lose. Like, we just die. So we'd quite rather it not. It either miss or just not crit. We're more likely to win this, way more likely than not. I'm gonna save here anyway. The nice thing about this fight is that it couldn't have been much better with Emboar anyway, because obviously Emboar gets absolutely torn apart by Psychic types. So I can't imagine you lose much time here anyway. I'm gonna save though. Right. Okay, 307, not bad. This isn't terrible. This is easily underestimate. Assuming no shenanigans later in the game. Of course, in theory, we could have some shenanigans later in the game, but I don't anticipate it. Alright. So let's just not get crit. I think it's a pretty simple strategy. Just don't get crit forehead. That works. Nice. Really cool. Really, really nice. That's a pretty good time saver just because we don't take the damage there. Or we don't take damage. That means we don't have to heal it. We don't have to heal if everything goes well. For the rest of the Elite Four. Right. So we just gotta get rid of Masharna. And then we're done. The next Elite Four is pretty straightforward, so if you've got anything you want to read out again, and then there's a cutscene after that, so if we've got a bunch of time if you want to read something.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. I would like to again just thank everybody for watching UKSG Winter 2021. We hope you've been enjoying the run here. I would like to shout out our charity. We're raising money to support Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. 100% of your donations will be supporting Crisis. Also, remember, we do have a couple of bid wars and donation incentives coming up. We've got Choose the Colour for Spyro later on this evening. Black, blue, green, original, pink, purple, red, yellow. What colour of Spyro will you choose? So get your donations in for that. We also have $10 towards saving the Marvin, and no dollars towards killing the Marvin.
Put some money towards killing that Marvin.
Yep, we want to see the Marvin, the fate of the Marvin. And then finally, we're only needing now $55 to see Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the Tuxedo %. Using the Tuxedo camo, making the run a lot harder. Let's see if we can get that and see Apache with the Tuxedo. Thank you very much indeed for all your generous donations so far. Let's finish off the Elite Four.
Yep. Alright, so, assuming we don't get Flame Body here, ideally, we're fine. We're probably going to get Flame Body because this is a marathon run. Yeah. It's only 30%, but I figured. So we're going to have to full restore on Jellicent here, just to... because Burn halves your attack, which is why Burn was bad on earlier in the game. So now we just full restore. And we should be fine. Cool. Alright. I almost clicked return on that Jellicent. That would have been quite bad. Alright. Well, we're done the Elite Four. So as you guys know, after the Elite Four is the champion. So we're gonna have to fight the champion, and then we're done the run. Let's just quickly deal with the champion, eh? I'm sure Alder took care of N. I don't see how he would lose. So, we win these. And to beat the champion. So there are a few cutscenes coming up that come with beating the champion. One of them is, strangely enough, a castle rising. That's only because we won. Alright, repel we're off. So, Alder lost. Yeah, don't know how. Alder, N really only has one good Pokemon. So now, Blightstone and Castle Team Plasma is gonna rise. So I'm gonna let the majesty of this just play out for all you and not interrupt it. So yeah, Team Plasma's castle rises around. Like, I don't know how they built all this without the champion, you know, maybe noticing, but somehow they did. So, huh? Who knows? I can't think of how they could possibly not notice that. This is some really good music, by the way. Here comes some really sick music. All the music I said from the start of the Elite Four onward is just really good. But like this, the N's castle's really good. Nice. Alright. So, we get to enter N's castle, which is where we will beat N, because we need to, apparently. We're really far ahead of estimate right now, I'm pretty sure, so it's pretty cool. So there's Team Plasma is gonna try to beat us. All six of them are gonna try to beat us. However, the gym leaders aren't about to let that happen. So all 8 gym leaders are showing up, and I'm not sure about the distribution. I guess 7. No, that's 8 of them because there's Cliana, or there's Iris and Drayden. I'm not sure about the distribution here. I'm not sure why Drayden and Bryson are teamed, and then the 2nd and 3rd gym leaders are teamed, because I feel like maybe the 2nd and 3rd gym leaders would be a little bit weaker than the 7th and 8th. That's just me. Alright, the Shadow Triad will confront us again. We can rest in that area. Guess what? We don't care, because you get auto-healed after Reshiram. Which I guess is a mini spoiler, but you couldn't tell what was coming from this plot. So the Shadow Triad are just really going to interrupt us multiple times. It's unnecessary, but they just do. Here comes a bunch of cutscenes. Right after this, once we get upstairs, then we're just going to see a heck of a lot of cutscenes. So there's one more room we got to go through, and then it's cutscene time. There we go. This is the center of Team Plasma's castle. And Getsis is going to say something to us about how the world will have to bow down to their Team Plasma's desires. Something like that. Yeah, the world that Team Plasma desires. They'd like to bring that world into place. So once we go in here, N is going to summon his big dragon thingy. And then after that, we're going to summon our big dragon thingy. So, big dragon thingy incoming. Alright. So here comes Zekrom. So there's a lot of just dead space here for this cutscene. If there's anything you want to say or do, it hasn't been very long since the last one.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you very much. I would just like to again thank you, Ed, for that absolutely amazing Pokemon Black run. I hope everybody has enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for everybody for watching, for contributing, for donating. Remember, we are raising money for Crisis, so anything you can spare would be really, really appreciated. We've still got the rest of today and a full day tomorrow on the schedule. So we've got plenty of awesome runs still to come up, including, as I said earlier on, we've got Huds 601, who's going to be doing Sonic 3 AIR just after this run has finished. So please stick with us. Thank you very much.
Yep, and here comes our dragon thingy. In comes Reshiram, which is pretty much just Zekram's counterpart, if you couldn't tell by now. Reshiram is fire dragon type. Zekrom is fire or electric dragon type. So they don't have a whole lot, or they have a lot in common, including their crippling weakness to ground types. If I had an earthquake, I'd use it on these, but right now we're just gonna wait for this cutscene to end, and then we're gonna catch Reshiram. So, yeah, the Master Ball we got earlier, if you were wondering what we're using it for, here's your answer. We've just got a Master Ball Reshiram. Reshiram, in my opinion, is one of the cooler legendaries. Especially, White Kyurem's even cooler, but I'm sure that's very opinionated, so I'm sure there are a lot of people who disagree, and I'm sure there are a few people who agree. Anyway. So, this is just a string of insane music here now. So we go into the end fight. Right, so I'm gonna catch Reshiram. Alright. So, I think I'm actually, just for the sake of this, gonna give Reshiram a nickname, and just for the sake, because it's a marathon, and I am going to name it after my wonderful host, Tiny Tim. So let's just quickly do that. Alright, cool.
People always told me I was a Pokemon. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, so, now, N is going to sweep us before him. Here comes some insane music. So we lead off with Reshiram, which is automatically brought to slot 1. We really, really want to do it to get below 1/2 health. We really want to do more than 1/2 health with Reshiram. Here on Zekrom. So hopefully Tiny Tim is a good Reshiram.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alright, you've done it, Tim. You've succeeded. Let's go. Alright, you didn't fail me. Good. We're in. Alright, so we got the paralysis, which is really nice because we could have speed from there. And now Caracosta, we're just gonna Dragon Breath again. Hopefully die. Yeah, alright, now we died to Stone Edge. We want to die there, because now we can send in our good friend Cram and start setting up.
Wasn't a good Pokemon.
Work up. No, you did your job. You're not supposed to carry. Work up. Work up. Alright, cool. And a nice miss. And we crunch. Alright, so... Ooh, we didn't take all the damage we need. Which is a little concerning. So Zoroark is disguised as Kling Klang here, so we can actually return Zoroark. Which is nice. Yeah, and Zoroark, there's actually a fight where I died to Zekrom. I lost Reshiram to Zekrom. So I ended up not having a clue what I was supposed to do here. And I ended up accidentally using Crunch on Zoroark for some reason. So it went pretty poorly, but this is going really well. This is a really nice fight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've just won. Alright. So that's pretty much N. I believe he'll go into his last Pokemon now, Archeops. And we'll just crunch that. So, It looks as though we have defeated N. The world is saved. Let's go. We have saved the world. What could possibly go wrong now? Oh, that's what could go wrong. Well, here's Edheadsr. It would have been a little weird for our primary antagonist of the game, Edheadsr, to not fight us at all, so I guess they decided they were just going to force it at the end of the game. They needed to force a Edheadsr fight somewhere here. So now we get even more good music. Wow. It's crazy. This game just doesn't miss in terms of music right here. Edheadsr's theme is really nice. Alright. Let's go. Edheadsr is a pretty decent fight. They named Stoutland after. Predicted a crit on this fight once, and then I got crit. So I had to ban him, so if I get crit again, he's getting banned. From my chat. Okay, we Fusion Flare Rodriguez. Alright. We got Poison, that's a little problematic. And it's gonna protect, which means we're just gonna lose some time to Poison here. We're fine though, because now we just switch into our good friend Stoutland, our good friend Cram yet again. Good job, Tim, you've done your job excellently. Very
I'm gonna die!
Nah, we saved you, don't worry about it. Alright. Ooh, okay. If we get crit here, we die. Okay, we're fine. Oof. Alright, that was a... That can kill us with a crit. We did have a max revive, so we would have been fine, but it would have been it's a pretty big time lost. Alright, so now we reversal High Dragon. High Dragon without reversal, if you're above 72 health, is a 93%. Nice to have a guaranteed kill. We get the Edheadsr music back as well, which is really nice. We level up just high enough that we get his music back. We get Seismitoad. And take out Bisharp, and then he's got one more Pokemon. So, yeah. This is pretty much the run. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about closing in on time. Time is when the credits, first frame of black in the credits, so right when N's done talking to us here, later on. Probably in about a minute or two. So we're done Edheadsr. Well, oh, whoa, nice voice crack. We've done it. Oh, hello. There we go. Would have been quite bad to lose time there. Hi. So they're pretty much just talking about how N was manipulated by Edheadsr, which I've been saying the entire time. Edheadsr is a master manipulator. Alright. So here's some good music as well. This music's really nice. Again, it's just banger after banger. Alright. So M's gonna talk to us with some sound in the background. As he can. That's basically closing in on the run. So, yeah, shoutouts to the Cram. I've already done that, but finding a lot of the manips. Shoutouts to the Pokemon Speedruns community in general. If there's somewhere you want to go to find or learn how to do these runs. If you want to learn how to do this, there's the Pokemon DS community, Speedruns community. And you can also pop in my chat whenever I'm doing a run, and I'll try to give you some help. Anyway, here comes the end of the run. Hope you all enjoyed it. And... time. Alright.
GG.
What was the time there?
I've got a time showing of 3:28:44.
Ooh, nice. We got that sub 330. That's what I was hoping for, even though the estimate was 340. Alright. Cool. That was a super, super solid run. Obviously it could have went better. Anyway, go ahead.
Can I just say that was a fantastic run? I hope everybody joins me in thanking Ed. That was, honestly, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have sat there for 3.5 hours and done a game like that. You did an absolute amazing job. I know you did find you were a wee bit nervous, I think, at the beginning there, and you were finding it a little intimidating, but you did an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you so much. It has been an honour and a privilege to host for you. Amazing run.
Thank you.
Have you got anything else you'd like to say? Any last minute shout outs?
No. Ooh, ESA, thank you to ESA for hosting this. Thank you to UKSG for allowing me to be here, and thank you for my commentator. All right. Well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We will go over. So stay with us, folks. We're going to go straight to a little intermission. Very shortly, we've got a fantastic run coming up. So just stick with us, and thank you again, Edhead. Cheers.
Thank you.